Okay. So, where we last left off, y'all were in combat after a after a interesting traversal through a singular hallway. Um, the hallway itself being flittered with spirits of a variety of different races, ages, and the like. The party had two different perspectives of what was going on. The perspective of Athros was these were truly spirits in and of themselves who had died in who knows in the last how many years. But to the rest of the party, you saw, for the most part, large black tendrils. Um, Not so much hostile, but it it was a very unsettling sight. The only spirit that everybody altogether could see was the spirit of Vas'Kai's late husband, um, who basically told Athros that they had come through here earlier, a few years prior, and were promptly slain, and that the shadows were not his friend. Lending Athros a bit of his power, uh, the party continued onward and entered a ritual chamber where a large group of individuals were huddled around a black sphere with a purple-esque outline. One figure stood above the rest, though, in a black mask, a black and red cloak, promptly wanting Athros to either commit to the role that he allegedly has to play, which is a sacrifice, or essentially die trying. And combat ensued. Cue many of you fighting and taking down a few of the cultists. I believe that's where we ended things, as it would be, I think we're starting top of the round, it would be Ono's turn.
Oh, yes, I think it is. I only I don't have time to type it. No, I'm good. I was only suggesting, Nick. Um, no, yeah. I whip around.
Pause the game.
You pause it. No, leave it paused. Yeah. I I look around. Everybody's good to go. This DiGiorno dude just bamfed right behind me. To my understanding, so yeah, I whip around, and we grit my teeth. Sparks. I'm just getting warmed up, and I burn him with my dragon's breath.
Okay.
Gotta get that. Hold on, I think I am targeting him. Players here. Because I'm still concentrating on it. You're already concentrating. End concentration, end continue. Wait, no. Can I just roll the damage? There it is. Damage roll. Wait, hold on. Why is it? Okay, so it's asking me, you're already concentrating. End concentration, end continue. But
what do you have to do? Is it a
yeah, I'm already concentrating on it. If I just I do have to. Hold on, sorry, let me read it real quick. But to get a choose my fire already did that spell ends. 15-foot cone to breathe. Each creature. Oh, so you got to make a dex saving throw.
Perfect.
But I don't know how to initiate that without me.
That's okay. Why don't you roll your damage? I'll roll the dex save.
Okay, cool.
What's your spell save DC?
My spell save DC is say 1,000,000. No. As he looks
69.
at it. 69. That's definitely not it. 15. Sorry.
He will save.
Okay, cool. So I think it is taking half damage on a successful. Right. So 5 points of damage.
Okay.
fire damage.
You whip your
As I
head
like,
around and let out
yeah,
this breath of fiery air
yeah.
at him, and he's
I
able to kind
can't.
of evasively move, almost like inhuman, like kind of out of the way, taking some of the blast on his cloak, but not as much as you were hoping.
And I can't force Athros away from me or anything, but I like kind of like throw my arm in front of like his leg, like as defensive as I can.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to do on your turn, sir?
I don't think I can do anything else. Short of, let me see. Yeah, it's a bonus action to do that. I would say if you would allow me, since this is a bonus action for my Dragon's Breath, technically, could I just ready an action if this guy touches Athros to like smack his hand?
Yeah, I'd say that's fine.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so I'm just gonna ready an act. That's why I take a defensive position between me and like Athros and him, and I'm just like, if he touches him, I'm just gonna like smack his hand,
Okay.
and that is my turn.
Awesome. That'll bring us to Bictune, who is currently being held by Hold Person. Bictune, I need you to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Not 20.
This is technically the end of your turn. It's to free yourself from Hold Person.
Gotcha. Maybe. Oh.
Okay.
You are still under the effects of Hold Person.
Well, not accurate.
So your body is still like almost as if all your joints had like locked in place. You're kind of like staring around, unable to move, as the cultists around you are kind of swarming in. You try to break yourself free, but your sheer force of will is not quite there.
Crap.
That'll bring us to the cultist that is actually next to Bictune, who is going to make an attack against him.
Before you attack,
Yeah.
I remember you were giving Bictune a one-time.
Yeah, I already did that.
Okay.
Already
Continue, sir.
Yep, he has his the discussed item has been taken care of. Alright, that is a 22. I'm going to assume that hits, 'cause I think your AC is what, 19?
Yes.
Do I have? I'm just gonna check.
That'll be 11 points of damage. So they kind of go in with a nice stab, like right in your side, and you want to yelp out in pain, but unfortunately, even the muscles in your face don't let you do so. However, they don't have multi-attack, so they are going to. I think they're just going to position themselves around the other side. Get closer to Miris too. That'll bring us to Athros. I don't see Ben here yet. What does he got?
We messaged him, but he did not respond.
Okay. So, Athros is known to do a lot of different things. What spells does he have prepared today? I could see him attacking with his hammer. Sorry, my cat's meowing. I could see him using Moonbeam.
Err on the conservative side, I probably would whack this dude.
Yeah, let's do that. Athros is gonna go for his shins.
Alright, low blow. Alright, low blow.
Now it's this Darrow Neal or whatever guy.
Yes.
He's the one that's holding me currently, right?
Correct. He is currently holding you with hold person. You and Miris are both paralyzed.
Is that a concentration?
It is a concentration spell.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I did enough damage for him to break his concentration. I only did 5 points of damage.
It did not.
Right. That's what. Yeah, I was just checking in on that mostly.
19, that's gonna hit. For another 5 points of damage.
Let's go.
Does still have to make a con save though. Which he succeeds. Alright. That was his action. Well, yeah, I guess he would also... No, you already have 9 temporary hit points. He wouldn't have, he would never redone that on you, oh no, so you're good.
Yeah, I'm gold, yeah. I will hold this.
Is it 2 to the Cloak of Resistance? No, I think that'll... I honestly don't know if he'd really do anything else. He probably wouldn't move away. Because he's engaging in active combat. I'm gonna leave him where he is. That'll be his turn.
Nice.
Alright. That'll bring us to another one of the cultists who is going to continue their action to maintain concentration. So that's going to be their entire turn. Another cultist, the one that's also near Bictu. He's going to run up. Ooh, actually, he's going to run up and then over to the side.
You step over the dead body of your buddy? Wow.
That's difficult terrain. He only had to move 10 feet. And he's going to make an attack against Bictu as well.
Oh, Eber, you're still next to me. Okay.
22.
No one's a hit because it tries to proc my repulse.
You're.
Which is like the opposite effect.
Yeah. I mean, well, hold on. Wasn't he like held as a whole person with his hands up in a defensive position? Come on.
Well, no, that riposte is only on a miss that I get to attack or whatever.
Yeah, but they haven't missed you yet, too, for the most part. But I think it's set up that it's just going to ask you if you want to use that as a reaction regardless. It's like silvery barbs in the whatever order. It'll just prompt it.
Yeah, I'll have to see next time I miss if it procs.
Oh no, are you thinking of silvery barbing at all?
Where are you at right now, Neki? You got refreshed with your...
I'm fine.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
fine.
I got a little conservation because I don't know what this De Niro Janil dude is. I want to just call him DiGiorno, and I'm not trying to be a jerk. Literally the first thing I was like, the DiGiorno dude.
Okay.
It's either that or I'm calling him literally like something out of my head is like a JoJo's Bizarre character.
I mean, that's fair.
It is I, Dio.
Yeah, for real. That's every time I look at his name.
All right.
You approaching me?
That'll be their turn. Miris, since you are paralyzed, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw at the end of your turn here. And we'll see if you break the paralysis.
That one.
What is his spell save again? Unfortunately, you are still paralyzed.
I was gonna say, I mean, if he saved, I was gonna be not mad. Well, you know, I was gonna be glad that he saved, but like, damn, I was that close.
Really close.
All right, so you are still frozen in paralysis. That brings us to Derojnil himself. Derojnil. Now you got me thinking of DiGiorno.
I'm sorry. It's
All your
my
fault.
brain associated. I see the two, the D and the G, and I'm like DiGiorno. Sorry.
Well, have fun getting targeted here by DiGiorno.
Yeah, I know. Like he's
like, I can read your thoughts. I know you're mispronouncing my name.
I'm not doing it on purpose. I just don't know you like this. Sorry.
You would hear him utter out as he's readying his spear to go in and attack Athros. Make yourself useful and fall quickly, Athros. And as he goes in for a strike, he's going into attack. I don't know if that would necessarily trigger your.
I mean, I did say like grabbing him, so there's only so much I can do. So I'm willing to be like, I did say if he was trying to grab him.
Okay, yeah, he's not going in for a grab. He's definitely going in for a stabby.
Cool. Yeah, then honestly, there's nothing I'm willing to follow rules as written on that one.
Ooh, even with advantage, that's still going to miss.
Shield boy.
As he readies another strike with his spear. So that'll be a crit. I feel like, let's see. So I think he would use silvery barbs.
I was gonna say, yeah, I don't know what his spells are at right now. I don't know where his hit points or spells are at, but
Yeah, I think he would silvery barbs it.
If he would use his racial feat, silvery barbs first, if it's available. I feel.
He used that, I think, beginning of
he's
last.
already
He used
used
it
it,
last
yeah.
session, yeah.
Okay.
And then next, technically that attack will miss them.
woo!
As Athros nimbly kind of blocks it out of the way with his shield, the psychic, like shadowy energy, wisping around parts of the shield. He's kind of able to position the shield so it hits his hand and pushes the spear out of the way.
Just for clerical purposes, real quick.
Yep.
So we know the advantage goes to someone. Jonathan, you do not have advantage if you are going to hit somebody, correct?
I believe I don't have it.
Then I think for sake of argument, because he's up next, I think Athros would pass it off to Ibrin.
Okay, good to know. Derojnil will, in a final attempt to add some damage here, he's going to cast Spiritual Weapon.
Shit.
Gotta cast spiritual weapon, bro. Hopefully it's the
He's
crap
going
initiative.
to use that to try and make an attack against Athros as well. But that's gonna miss. So that'll be the end of his turn as he kind of lets out these like slightly angered breaths. All right, cultist by Miris is gonna go.
Miss.
And they are going to attack him. Ooh, even with advantage, that is still going to miss.
Woo!
As they're approaching you, Miris, they like stumble on one of the fallen stones for a bit, and you see that their swing doesn't even come anywhere near you, and you're just like, in your mind, you let out this like gasp of relief as you're ready for whatever comes next.
Yay.
Yeah, for real.
That'll bring us to Ibrin.
All right. I'm going to attack. Let's target We're gonna target the big bad.
Okay.
And then I'm not gonna use sharpshooter because it hasn't been working. So
Excuse me.
That is going to hit.
Hell yeah.
Big damage.
Good. What is up?
now, Ben brought up the one thing about my guy. I don't know if you had a chance to look about that. I didn't know if that affects any of my damage rolls.
Let's take a look at that quick. You're right, I didn't have a chance to look at it.
Also, does he get sneak attack on this?
Technically, he. Let's see.
He's got advantage.
I got
He
two
does have
guys
advantage.
surrounded around him.
Yeah, that would technically meet the requirements for sneak attack.
Let's go.
How do you want me to roll that? Just 3d6?
Oh, yeah, you can just roll 3d6.
Slash.
Just roll 18. Yo,
I'm
9 is
halfway
good. 9 is good. That's what's up. That's middle of the bell curve. We'll take that.
All right, your stuff should be fixed for the next run. Though, yeah, you for some reason weren't proficient with your psychic arrows, but you are now. So, all right, for another 9 damage, dang.
As a bonus action, I'm gonna do versatile damage on. So I'm gonna do a second wave of attacks, hopefully.
All right, you will have advantage on that because of Athros and Ono being near the guy.
Should I try sharpshooter?
I don't know.
I mean, that's up to you, Bubba.
Sometimes I want to risk it for the biscuit.
I mean, that's good risking for the
And
biscuit.
That's gonna hit.
I don't get sneak attack on the second one, right? Just
Correct.
once per round.
Yep, just once per round.
Okay. So this is a plus 10. Oh.
Love to see it.
Jesus.
As you let out these one by one these 2 psychic infused arrows, and they both plant in 2 almost vital locations, and you kind of see him have a wince of pain for a moment. You see some blood trickling down as your arrows dissipate off his body, and he turns his head to see the person who was causing the damage itself, and for a moment you feel he makes eye contact with you as he continues his assault.
Before I end my turn, I'm not leaving. I just want to
There you go. What do you think?
slightly back away.
That's fair.
Heck yeah.
Then yeah, that ends my turn.
All right.
What
Bring
does
us to
that do for his concentration?
Good call.
Yo, there you go, dude. Yeah, but that would be 2 checks, I think, because both of his are
Ooh.
over.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
gonna as you hit him with your second arrow, that's gonna drop his concentration on the whole person.
Hell yeah.
Like shout out from over my shoulder. Good shot, Ebron.
Oh.
Thanks.
I just kind of look at both of the guys next to me and just go.
He's awake. He's awake.
At this,
All
right
right,
at this moment, they knew they fucked up.
They knew. Yeah.
and that'll bring us to Jerogneel's second turn. Watching, yeah,
He gets an end of the round turn.
he gets an end of the round.
Yeah,
turn.
he got end of the
Initiative
round,
count
yeah.
1.
Yep.
As Ebron begins running away, he looks to Athros, he looks to Ono, and he says, "Fine, we'll start with the others." And he's going to first Misty Step right there.
With your misty step.
I was gonna be so mad if he came over by me.
No. I put you in a hold person. Don't
Yeah,
fucking
right.
move.
And he's going to, as he appears out of this misty, wispy shadow, right just south of Ebrin, with a single lunge forward, he's going to attack Ebrin with his spear.
I am scared. I'm gonna
17.
silvery barbs it. I'm gonna barbs it. I'm gonna silvery barbs it.
Okay.
And I'm gonna give my advantage to you, Miras. So you have advantage on your next hit. Hopefully you wake up, because I'm gonna start hitting people with concentration checks. But it'll hopefully you will wake up.
Well, he should be released too now because he was
Yep.
under the same one I was.
Was he?
Yeah, they were both
Okay,
under
cool.
the
Then yeah.
hold person, so they both are free now.
Sick. I know Kitty's gonna be fine, but I want to give it to Miras.
All right, and that'll bring us to his second, because his first one's going to miss now. As Ebrin, you look as the spear's about to come down, you see his vision almost distorts for a moment, as you have enough time to move out of the way of the spear of shadow. And he's gonna bring it around as he like his feet like materialize, and he swings around, making another attack. 17.
Again, jeez. I can't do it again, and I don't think I don't know if Aethros would do it, but
I'm using one of my rogue abilities.
Okay, to have the damage.
Yeah.
you're what's it called?
So it'll be okay, so it would have been total of 9 damage instead of 18.
Okay. Ooh, all right.
I had 11 temp hit points from Aethros, though.
Okay, so we just have to
Yeah,
we'll have to
yeah.
re-add some of that. So it probably you would still have all your HP
I'd have 32 HP
and then 2
2.
temp. There you go.
You doing okay?
And now I have to make a saving throw of some sorts?
It says you're concentrating on something. I don't know if you're.
I
If
think
it's
it's
still on.
knives. Or psychic blades. Doesn't that require your concentration?
It does. I don't think it does.
No. I thought that's the only thing I could think would be like concentrating on.
You got. Okay, all three of your racial spells require concentration. You might have used one of them earlier, and we just didn't remove it.
Okay.
Okay. I'll just say close.
Oh, yeah, I was like, yeah, maybe he's like psychically linked to somebody in the party and doesn't realize it. He's been murmuring in his head for the past hour.
Right.
And then as a bonus action, he's going to move the spiritual weapon up to make an attack against you. $21 to hit.
Oof.
Okay, you can only use one reaction.
I can't, and he can't.
Oh,
either.
yeah.
There's the-
You duck.
I don't know. It
Yeah,
prompted
dude.
to go, so I was like, okay, sure, I'll do it again.
Yeah, it'll prompt it every single time, unfortunately.
Dodge, duck, dip, dive, dodge.
For 6 damage.
You okay? You okay, bud?
Ow! What the fuck was that?
And that'll be the end of his second turn. Top of the round, that'll bring us back to Ono.
Yeah, I whip around. I look right at his spiritual weapon. That's. Come on, bud, move. Right. Is this one? Yeah, there it is. Let's scooch up to the spiritual weapon. Because I don't give a fizz. And yeah, the spiritual weapon and the dude Gotta make a saving throw.
Okay.
And technically you're in my cone, Bryn. Unless you'll let me stand on this dead guy up here.
I mean, I don't care because it'd just be difficult terrain, in my opinion. So.
Yeah, I mean, like I would angle it to not cone him into it while staying within the attack of opportunity range of this spiritual weapon, but I'm gonna breathe on the weapon and the dude. Where is the... There it goes. Damage. Let's go.
That sounded like 1,000 dice.
Right, I know. 3d6. Ah.
One more time, what's your spell save DC?
15.
Okay, he will just succeed.
Oof. The spiritual weapon, though?
Well, see, that's one thing that gets me, is that Brawler's Gate gives spiritual weapon an HP, and there is no HP actually tied to spiritual weapon.
Right, I know. And I was like, well, yeah, you know, we're changing the rules. No, it's fine.
We don't play by Baldur's Gate rules here.
Oh, damn it, Lyrian.
You watch as all your fire seemingly dissipates through this spectral weapon that is floating through the air here.
All good.
Alright, so that'll be 9 damage if we round it up here.
Cool. I will take the hit.
Alright, anything else, good sir?
What? What is that? Are you gonna die? Wait. You're fine. You're fine. No, I'm not. No, not life or death situation. Stop it. I'm there. Attack of opportunity. I'm trying to think. Let me see. Dragon's Breath is a bonus action. Concentrating on magic. No, I'm good. I will end my turn. That is all I can do. Or all I'd like to do.
Oh wait, I know what the concentration was. Didn't you use Fairy Fire on one of the people? Or on a bunch of them all grouped together last session?
Maybe? Could be?
I don't know if you can remember. It was 2 weeks ago.
You deleted the chat, so we like...
Yeah, that's
because
fair.
we were having problems.
It was
back
lagging.
then. Yeah. It could very well have been the Fairy Fire concentration.
Yeah, I didn't re-listen to the last session before we started this one, so... I think it might have been... There's a guy who has a thing on his token. I think he might have been the one who failed. We'll see. It probably is. I would say that's probably it. Anyway, what were you doing? I'm sorry.
No, I think I'm good. I breathe another bout of fire on this dude and glare at them. That's about it.
Okay.
He makes my save. Curses.
But
yeah.
That'll bring us to Big Toon Strong Shield.
Yeah, I'm kidding.
Unfortunately, I can't do exactly what I wanted to do.
Guys to the left of me, guys to the right of me, stuck in the middle with you. What?
I know, right? For real.
Because
You're an occultist sandwich.
wait a minute.
Hold the phone.
Dakota, is my boon thing, is that just like doing like an action surge where I can just like do it at will?
You can, when you can choose to use it. It's like a divine smite in the sense that you can choose to use it when you hit someone with an attack. It just costs hit dice to use, and you can bolster it however many hit dice you want to spend.
Gotcha. Okay.
But you can only do it once per long rest.
Right. Guess I could. Just how corporeal is this spiritual weapon?
It does not take damage. we have established that I cannot dissipate it.
I'm not looking for damage, is it?
Oh, are you
Use
just
it.
trying to take its space? I think it does hold a space.
I believe it counts as holding a space for the purposes of hostile versus friendly territory.
So, if I wanted to like use my bracer and like shoot into it, could I land right here?
I guess hypothetically your strike area is clear because there's no cultists that are alive.
I'm
blocking your path.
short
Right.
too. I'm also short, and this dude looks taller than me.
I mean, I guess otherwise, alternatively, I can always just land here and take a step over, right?
That is also true.
Okay. Well, then I think I'm just gonna do that, just to not be weird and not have to set precedents for later encounters.
Okay. So make an athletics check for me if you're gonna use it to pull yourself over.
Crit. Please, crit. I mean,
That'll work.
that'll work.
Literally exactly enough.
It's just what we need you to do.
So I'm gonna just zoop over there and then take a step over here.
Okay.
Hiya.
And you finagle your hand and alternate your wrists in a way you feel a second charge ready to expend as you whip your shield over. It catches the wall and you reel yourself back in with the rather reinforced cabling. Ripping your shield out of the wall, you take a step over. The other two people like swing at you, but you're moving so fast they're unable to even make an opportunity attack.
What? It's technology. What?
And then I guess I would like to swing my sword at the big man.
Go for it.
Ah, yes. Of course, classic.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Okay, cool. I was like, if it's not, I'm going to use my precision thing. Okay. Oh yeah, this is gonna be nice. Yeah, I'm gonna use my boon.
What do you? Should I brace for impact? What are you so giggling?
You might have to.
Okay.
I want this motherfucker to die.
All
I'm
right.
gonna use all 5 of my hit dice.
Oh dear God. Lord have mercy.
I was actually gonna ask you about that too originally, but when I asked you earlier, you were like, "Yeah, no, it's that." I was like, "Oh, perfect." Can I please click trackpad on this laptop? Sucks. Can I just add it into the situational bonus?
Fancy words over there.
I would, yeah. So it's 1d8
5d8 then, right?
plus yeah, it'd be 5d8.
That's a bonus.
Dear God.
Oh my god.
Oh my God.
Oh my god. I am. Oh.
You looking?
Jesus. Okay,
Fuck.
cool.
Oh fuck. Yeah. Oh. Jeez, bud.
So,
Wow. I'm sitting
You-
down, but I might need to stand up to sit down.
you as you're running forward, you swing your sword like out to your side, and you kind of feel the power of the like the Strong Shield clan like merging with you for a moment. And as you swing your sword at Drogneel, you everybody, honestly, it's thunder damage. Everybody in this chamber would hear this like loud emanation of like a lion's roar as he swings his sword down. 39 points of damage.
Holy cheese, dude.
As you like almost cleave him, like you feel as though you're like trying to cleave him in half, but he's somehow still breathing, but barely. Seems to be on his last legs.
Whoa.
All right, well, guess what, bud?
No. Don't do it to him. No.
Second verse, same as the first.
Do you have an action surge?
No, I don't need it. I have 2 attacks.
Oh no!
Level 5.
Level 5.
Say goodnight to the big kitty. Or
I'll go.
yeah.
Gotta see what. Oh, stop. Just scroll, please. Well, I might as well. Just gotta give it a shot. I'm gonna use the precision attack.
Okay.
Snap. Oh snap!
So it's just the D8, right?
I think it's a D10 actually.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, nope, I lied. At 7, it becomes a D10, I believe. Or something.
Okay, so D8.
No, they're just D8s, yeah. They're just D8s. I'm
Okay.
sorry, I'm reading too much into abilities
that's
that
fine.
are... Yeah, so it'd be a D8.
Roll an 8.
Okay.
I like how you're just like trying to will this to be...
Oh,
So as you bring your sword around for a second attack, his form itself is like gory and almost it feels like it's about to fall apart. You like are bringing your sword around, but you like gag in your mouth for a moment as your sword just like plunges down into the ground.
Just scroll here, please.
Right.
I'm 99% certain I can't do anything else.
I think you might be right.
I guess the only other thing I'd want to do would be if I could take a free action.
Straight up roar.
I don't know. Can I try to intimidate him with just a standard roar, not a daunting roar?
Sure. Give me a solid performance check on the quality of your roar, sir. You know what? Roll it with
Oh,
advantage. Roll it with advantage.
Sweet.
Given the situation and the amount of damage you just inflicted.
Let's go.
Hey.
That's better. Okay. As you you let out this mighty roar, spit from your maw, like launches at this individual. He leaves. He makes eye contact with you, and his eyes seem to dart away. You're not sure what exactly that means, but you feel your roar might have had some form of effect. All right.
Alright, that's all gonna be all for me then.
That'll bring us to Cultist up on top here. He's going to take a couple steps forward, and he's going to target Miris since Bictoon's not there. Go in for a stabby stab.
Oh, on the end of Nick's turn, I want to do my Twilight Domain
Yeah,
Holy
to heal him.
100%.
Sweet.
So 8 temporary hit points.
There you go.
Jump that in there. Especially because I couldn't use my second wind because I didn't have 2 bonus actions.
The attack on Miris will be a 22 to hit. Is anybody going to silvery barbs that, or is he getting stabbed?
Did I use a reaction this turn?
You have not used one this round yet.
Okay.
I kind of feel bad that I just ditched him.
real quick.
Yeah.
Aethros, how many level 1s do you got right now?
2.
2? I got 1 left right now. Do you have it in you to burn this reaction, or I mean, I'll take it if you not.
Oh yeah, I can do it.
Okay.
It hasn't prompted me, so I don't know if it's.
Oh right, yeah, I didn't get prompted either. I'm just saying it.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, if Ben is gonna maintain that silvery barbs.
So was it a hit?
It
Yeah,
wasn't.
he rolled like a 21 or something like that.
Okay. I was looking at something else for a second. So yeah. And then I'm going to give myself advantage.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I gave
Yes,
Miris.
I can.
Yeah, I used it last time, and I've already given Mirus advantage on his attack, so.
Alright. So that attack is still going to hit, but
Crap.
it wasn't anywhere near as high as what that first one was.
Rolling so well.
It's armor class 4.
For a whopping 2 damage.
That's good.
Oh no.
I'd like to think that we changed the rolls by using that.
In a cosmic
The
sense.
damage would have been higher the first time.
100%.
And that's going to be the end of his turn. That'll bring us to Athros himself.
Okay. So I'm going to target what Diero Eel, and I'm going. I'm
Come
going
on,
to
over
cast
the overkill. Just
Guiding Bolt as a level 2 spell,
Oh my god.
Okay.
and I have advantage from the silvery barbs.
Yes, he does.
I see. It all's coming together.
Oh,
Yeah.
coming together now. And that is.
Crit. Oh, not
Oh,
quite crit.
wow.
so close.
Yeah, that'll hit.
That's still a good hit, though.
And then just normal damage.
It's not bad. It's
Just
not bad.
normal damage.
It's really sad when 5d6 is a 10.
Yeah.
And then you look at all the 1s and 2s.
Yeah. It's not bad, though.
That 39 that I did was including a 1 on one of the D8s.
Disgusting.
That is insane.
Yo! DiGiorno's dip.
As you you prepare this bolt of radiant energy and you fire it forward, you manage to clip him right where the large gash of wounds had opened from Big Toon, and you see his body begin to seemingly like be enveloped in a radiating fire as he begins to slowly fall to the ground.
What happens to the rest of these guys?
Oh, they see-
I was gonna say as a free action when he's falling to the ground, can I just kind of like squat down on my knees, be like, "Oh, I guess I'll take care of his friends, and now you're dead, bitch."
as his last breath is leaving his body, he just hears the SpongeBob voice.
Jeez.
Pretty much.
I just, not that, I know it was directed at him, but are the other cultists shaken at all by the literal last, like, 12 seconds?
They don't seem phased.
Okay, cool. All right, cool.
So
Then they're
what's
getting
this
it.
like highlighted square?
That's a spiritual weapon.
that will
okay.
dissipate now.
Sick. No ATO then. Or AOT.
Nope, don't want to do that.
Whatever, AAA. Whatever, attack of opportunity. God damn it, I can't do it. Anagram.
AARP, what?
Yes.
That's exactly what I was about to say. I'm like, you mean
100%.
AARP?
When he said it out loud, I was like, yep, that's it. ALO.
And then for my movement,
Yep.
I want to move go right between these two cultists.
Okay. Okay, as you begin running upward and position yourself where you feel is advantageous between the two cultists there. Anything else in your turn?
I'll eat a snack.
And Athros pulls out a sandwich.
I was gonna say, I just imagine Athros walking up, eating a snack, just going, "Hey."
Oh, it won't actually let me eat a ration right now.
For who? I don't think he. I don't think he provokes one.
You must target. Oh, I gotta target myself.
Probably.
Yep. I eat a snack.
Love that for you.
Be healthy,
Not
Athros.
watching That's like that.
All right. That'll bring
Jams
us
a bunch
to
of
the
cashews in his mouth.
cultist up on top.
You gotta
He is
target
going-
yourself to eat rations.
The best.
I wonder what happens if you target yourself when you have blanket.
He's going to continue.
Dexterity check.
That brings us to the next guy, who's down by Athros. He is going to turn, and seeing Athros run up in this shroud of shadow, this dome, now enveloping him, he's going to make an attack against Aethros. $22.
I'll use my Cloak of Resistance.
Okay, to block half the damage.
Yeah.
So it was a whopping 2 damage, so you will take 1 damage.
Oh. So I gotta actually adjust, because it took away the 2 from my time.
Okay, yeah, you'll have to do that.
And then I got a saving throw?
For concentration on something.
Whoa, why's your dice all?
I
What was
don't
that
know.
about?
I didn't even see the result.
That's weird. It's like it was a.
It looks like we had a question mark on my end.
It was just a
Yeah.
full blind roll.
Like, it said it wanted me to do a concentration check, and
It like sent it to
For
For
me or
1
something.
point
It's
of
weird.
damage.
so maybe I passed it, maybe I failed it.
Well, yeah, you passed your Constitution saving throw. Your concentration check. You rolled a 21.
Okay.
You had to roll lower than a 10.
It was a blind roll. You passed it. It was great.
Yeah.
Good times. Good times. We all had fun.
Oh no, he scratched me for 1 damage.
How
See,
dare
like-
you lay a finger on him?
Hey, he like his scimitar is like sharp enough, it like grazes through like a small section of like your armor as you're trying to position your shield, and it just like it's like a paper cut.
Yeah.
That'll bring us to Miris.
You got advantage on this one, buddy.
Alright.
Killed him. Killed him.
Or
Killed him
Kill.
dead.
careful about walking away from him. You're gonna get an attack of opportunity. Unless you wait, hold on.
No, he's
Unless you like
really good.
sidestep. Yeah, yeah. Well, he got real close to that one dude.
I'm going to use Arms of Hadar.
Okay. Let's see what
Yes.
we
That
got.
sounds cool.
Arms of Hadar's fuck. This is nasty.
All creatures within 10 feet.
Yeah, it's nasty.
Oh, perfect
Yeah.
positioning.
It's nasty.
2d6.
Let's
knock
go,
damage. It can't
Miris.
take reactions until its next turn. On a successful save, takes half. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That guy rolled. Weird that it targeted you.
Blind
too.
rolls, bro.
I didn't do the blind rolls. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, it just prompted me to do that.
The Riddler is in here.
Yeah.
We just got a bunch of random rolls.
Well, so according to let me look at your sheet. Okay, so you shouldn't have taken the 12 damage. You should be back to. You should have your full 38, I believe.
Okay.
Because my last attack from the cultist burnt through your temp HP that you had before. So, because it targeted you for some reason too. I'm not quite sure why, but that's fine. And then there's one more cultist that apparently did not roll a save. Okay, so one of the cultists succeeded, the other one failed. That guy succeeded, so he takes 6. Other guy failed, so he takes enough. All right, yeah. As your shadowy tendril arms lash out at the 2 cultists that are within the 10 feet of you, you see the one gets battered significantly more than the others, and they're looking a bit worse for wear. While the one to your north, towards the center where the orb is, seems to have negated or was able to move out of the way of most of the damage. Anything else you'd like to do, sir?
Nope, that's it.
All right. Ebrin, I want you to make a perception check. Actually, Big Tune and Ebrin, both of you make a perception check for me.
Oh, not close enough. Oh, that's good. That's what's up.
All right.
That's
For
really
once,
good.
I actually roll all right.
Okay. As you watch the battle that's beginning to unfold, you see Mirus unleash his attack outward, and you look back to the body that's kind of burning with this radiating fire. You can't quite put your finger on it, but something seems off. Like there doesn't appear to be any life coming from the body, but there's something about it that it just gives you an eerie feeling. That'll bring us to the last cultist in the round. He's going to move around the pillar, and he's going to once again attack Mirus. Okay. $15 is gonna hit. Anybody?
Pierce, can you take that? What's your HP at, bud?
I'm at full HP, so it's 38.
Okay. Do you mind taking this one for a second? Because I don't know what's going on now that this dude's doing some crazy evaporation stuff.
Yeah, no problem.
That'll be 7 damage.
Off.
Shrugs it off.
That's all.
It's all child's play.
Pierce's beast.
Alright, Ebrin, that'll bring us back to you.
Okay. Give me 1 second here. Let's take a look on what I want to do. So I'm gonna look down at the big bad here. I'm gonna toss him a piece of cloth. Tell him to clean yourself off. And then I'm going to, as I'm bent over looking at him, be like, this is how you properly kill somebody. I'm going to turn around. I am going to take a step, and then I am going to disappear. And as I do that, I'm going to use my bonus action, and I'm going to use my boon.
Okay.
I have to target somebody, it says. So I'm going to target the guy on the other side of the room. Essentially how I want this to go is I'm gonna, where was I, right here?
Yep.
So I've got to use 2 hit die.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot
I'm
about
gonna
that.
pop up. I'm gonna pop up. I'm going to then basically use my psionic blades and do a attack.
Okay.
I take it I have advantage because I'm now physically behind the guy.
Does not quite work that way. You gain advantage. You gain advantage if you are flanking someone, if your allies are within 5 feet of an individual you are trying to attack. There's some situational stuff, like if you didn't move and you used your bonus action for like steady aim, it would have gave you advantage. But being behind them, they still count within their field of vision, so it doesn't automatically give you advantage.
Oh, snap!
Okay.
I'll still take the nat 20.
I'll
I mean, I'd hope so.
Literally, nothing personal,
Yeah,
kid.
yeah, nothing personal, kid.
Damage.
I'd like to use silvery barbs on that attack.
I take it. I
Come
get
on, man. Let him have
Right.
it. Let him have it.
Do I get sneak attack with this then?
You're already critting on this dude.
Yeah. Hold on, let me just review.
I just want to make sure I overkill.
He's just gonna goob.
If you had advantage on the
Fucking
roll.
bloody
So
foul.
technically, you don't actually get sneak attack on that one because you don't have advantage on the roll, and there's no one within 5 feet. So it'd just be a standard crit roll.
How are we doing that?
No.
So you hit him with the attack. So for damage, you would just say critical hit.
Okay, I didn't know.
Yeah. So for you, it'll probably feel like an extremely badass moment as you Why is this not working? Why is he not dead?
Ooh, sorry.
He actually teleported over there and then attacked the big bad still.
Oh, I bet you 10 to 1 it's because he's not in my list of people. That's really annoying. Okay, well he's dead.
He's dead, Jim.
He did. He did.
For the sake of... It's because I removed him from my current list of usable tokens. A screen that only I can see, and it caused a bunch of problems. Anyway, he's dead. As you so badassly utter to the corpse, this is how you kill someone, and coming up behind the person who's been concentrating this whole time, you lunge your dagger of psychic energy forward, and it pierces straight through the individual. As you rip it back out, he like turns his head, and the last thing he sees before he falls to the ground are your two reddish crimson eyes staring down at him. Jolly good show.
Let's go.
Anything else you want to do in your turn, sir?
Stand there, a little cool.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stand there and look cool.
No.
I'm gonna bask in the badass moment.
Look around. Wait. For real, look around. No, like do perception check or something. Like do something cool. Do something other than being like
Okay.
cool. Yeah. If he'll let you, do something
Wow,
like
I guess
that.
we're still on my turn. With my previous 19 perception, am I noticing any difference with the guy or anything with the room on this side, or do I have to reroll?
Reroll. That perception was for a very specific purpose.
Crap. Okay. What's up?
Yeah.
As you
I'm riding the high wave of my killer moment. No pun intended.
you take a quick glance and you look over at the corpse, and at this exact moment you're far enough away that it's hard to see if there's been any changes. You still see the radiant fire emanating from his body. As you look into the sphere, you feel as though there's something staring back at you. You can't make out what exactly it is, but you see two purple orbs of light from deep within the sphere, almost as if awakening, peering out in your
Like
direction.
right here in the middle
Yeah.
sphere. Huh. Okay, I guess if that's the case, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna move slightly away over my guy then.
Okay. All right. End of round 3. As you begin moving away, everybody in the room, you begin to feel the floor vibrate. The stones amidst your feet beginning to shake. In the back of your minds, you all hear a familiar voice from your time in this chamber. You think you've won. You think you taste victory on your lips. You think the threat is over. I wonder. No. I want to see what exactly you'll do with the big guy.
Okay.
As the words finish coming from the back of your mind, Big Tune, you look over to the corpse that had been laying beside you, and you watch it vanish.
No good. No way. No.
Could I possibly change one thing about where I ended my turn?
It depends.
Or
Is
do you
it
want me to just leave
correlated
it as
to
is?
is it correlated to what has just been spoken, or is it correlated to something that you were thinking about prior?
Something I was thinking about prior. Versus ending at this square, I'd want to end right here. That way I get temp HP from Aethros. But if that kind of changes things, I'm cool with staying where my original step was.
No, that's fine. You can move there.
Okay, so I can give him the temp HP.
Yes, you can.
There you go.
Sweet. Thank you, thank you.
All right. As the round comes to an end, Dorognil's corpse finally disappears into a wisp of shadow. You watch as this shadow, essentially in a very quick motion, enters the sphere itself that's in the center of the room. Ibrin, as you're looking around, you see that corpse that you had slain. Two large black arms reach out and grab it, dragging it inside the orb itself.
But
Can the rest of the party see this, or just me?
Since you're the only one who would have had sight on the corpse in the back, based off of your vision, they can't see through the orb, they can only see the area around it. You'd be the only one who had vision on the corpse. You would hear a loud snapping noise. And I want you and Aethros to both make a dexterity saving throw.
I don't have advantage on these, do I?
Nope. All
That
right.
was a roller coaster right there.
As the two of you would hear this loud roar come from within the orb itself, you look and you see halves of that body that you had seen, or that you had slain, be launched out of the orb at each of you. Both of you were able to quickly dodge out of the way, though just barely, as the top half of the corpse hits the wall behind Ibrin. The lower half kind of hits the ground, and a trail of blood leads it to the wall behind him. You see a figure become present from within the sphere.
Quoi? Quoi? Pourquoi?
Like a four-armed werewolf?
And what the hell is that? What the hell is that? It's like an angry mutated banshee.
Right?
The hell is that?
That's for you to find out, I suppose.
Ah! Okay. Alright. If it starts screaming Wendigo, we may be in a little trouble.
All right. That'll be end of the round, which will bring us back to Ono as this figure begins to emerge from the orb in the center of the room.
Yeah. I'm gonna in that general direction and targeting these two jokers. Right? There it is, right there. Those two jokers, 15 saving throw because I'm still breathing fire. It just disappears. There we go. Damage.
Yeah, you have a that for a full minute, right?
Yep, full minute. I'm just I'm breathing fire in their general direction. It's a Dex saving throw 15.
Oh, right. For the two people right here?
Yep. We're just gonna clean up shop. Gotta get rid of them. All right.
He is going to fail. And our other guy. Ooh, he's going to fail even worse. And that'll be the end of one of them. As you let out the Dragon Breath, you watch as one of them immediately begins to incinerate in flames, letting out a loud scream. They fall to the ground burning.
Yeah. I scream. I immolate him.
Checks out. Anything else you want to do?
Can I make any kind of check to see what this creature is?
Yeah,
It's just apparated, appeared.
You are well studied. I would say make a history check.
Thank you. What's up?
So you recall in some of the books that you've read in Sigil that there are dark rituals that the Drow seem to perform, usually under specific circumstances, especially when like the matron mother commands them to. And one of those rituals involves a mishmash of sorts in a very inappropriate tone. A drow intermingling with I believe it's a demon known as a Yugloth.
Oh, okay.
And the offspring from that ritual itself is what's known as a Dragloth, a partial drow, partial demon creature. 100% gross, but it's an offspring of sorts from the ritual that's performed. Usually used as a form of guard or brute force muscle, but they're not seen anywhere outside the Underdark normally. They're usually for fending off other threats.
Okay. These are nasty. This is a big bad! Everybody be on point! I do my best to alliterate that in literally like the few last seconds, but yeah, that's about with burning hot peppers in my mouth. I'm like, yeah, there's only so much I can do.
Okay. That'll bring us to Big Tune.
All right. Well, first and foremost, what I'm gonna do is use my second wind.
Okay. Checks
Heck
out.
yeah.
Sweet.
Take a nice big breath inward, clenching your muscles to tighten your wounds, and you gain a new sense of revitalization.
And then, just because I'm not 100% sure what's going on with this dude, I am actually going to attempt to cast Firebolt on him.
Let's go.
Is that just a standard roll at this point for me?
Correct. You've
Okay, I don't need to make any checks anymore.
nope. Ever since you successfully cast it, you don't have to make checks to use it.
You smart. You so smart. All right.
So
You're
you're
so
Learn
smart.
from the best.
you look at it and you fire off this bolt of flaming energy, and the bolt itself hits the creature, but you see it has no effect on its form. It appears that your attack wasn't quite strong enough to began to sputter as it got about halfway there.
I'm stunned. Are you kidding me?
Good try.
Roll like that, I didn't hit?
How dare you? How dare you? It's a good try.
I think. Good lord. Can you just collapse, please? Sorry about that guy. No.
Are you telling me my firebolt didn't kill that dude?
Right? Okay, yeah, no, I guess, yeah, no, nope, I'm just gonna chill.
Okay.
Because I'm still inside of his thing. I still have HP anyway, but.
Right. Alright, that'll bring us to Athros.
Oh boy.
Moonbeam.
Light him up.
Would Victoon get temp HP?
I already
Oh
got
yeah.
20. I already have
Oh, okay.
8 still.
Okay. I wasn't sure if you ever got any, so.
Yep.
Well, seeing this guy show up, I am going to use my Radiant Soul Protector ability. My action. This will last for a minute. I have a fly speed of 30 feet, and on each of my turns, I can deal extra radiant damage when I deal an attack. But then I am going to. Is disengage a bonus action or action?
It is an action for everybody except rogues.
Okay. I'm going to Misty Step with my Fey Ancestry, or Fey Touched feat.
Okay.
So I've used both spells with that feat now this day.
Okay.
Up 30 feet. Then how tall is this space, or this room?
This room, I believe I said it had 50-foot ceilings.
Okay, then I'll fly up another 20 feet to be at the top, and hopefully out of his range.
I only got how wide it was. I did not get the height. Dang. Sorry.
Okay. So you said you Misty stepped upward?
Yeah. So the Misty Step from the feet up, and then fly up another 20 feet, and then, I'll go closer. My Twilight Sphere is a sphere, so everyone will be out of the radius of it below now.
Okay. All right.
Come and get me.
Damn, okay.
You want me? Come get me.
That'll bring us to our one of our remaining cultists down here. As Atros just freaking disappears.
Hell yeah.
Bye. I'm the one you want. Good luck.
All right. Well, seeing as Athros just blipped out of nowhere and the orb of shadow is gone over the top of him, this cultist here is going to move and probably go up and attack Ebrin. As it goes in, it makes a singular attack with its scimitar. However, Ebrin, the level of swordsmanship demonstrated here is a bit below your caliber, and you're able to kind of move out of the way with little issue, as he rolled really bad.
Sweet.
And that'll bring us to Miris.
Alright.
Maris!
I'll go ahead and use my green flame blade.
Let's go.
Okay.
Yeah.
right. Ooh. As you bring your sword around to make an attack, you see it, or dagger, right? You usually use daggers for your weapon.
Yep, that's correct.
Okay, so you bring your dagger around to come down and strike this, the cultist that you recently harmed with your tendrils. You see your blade glow this bright green, but unfortunately you watch as the cultist parries your blow with the scimitar that they have, and you're not quite able to make purchase.
It's still on fire. The jerk.
Ooh, you do have Thirsting Blade, though. Oh, wait, no. You cast the cantrip. You would not be able... Technically, Thirsting Blade wouldn't apply there, I don't believe. Because it was the cast the spell action versus attack action. Anyway. Anything else you want to do on your turn, sir?
Nope, I think that's about it.
Okay.
For Thirsting Blade, you can attack with your packed weapon twice instead of once
But
whenever you take an attack action on your turn.
Right, but using Green Flame Blade, I thought, counts as using a part of the cast a spell action, which is different.
Is it a cast a spell? Is it? Maybe? I think you might be right, sir.
I mean, it is a cantrip, so wouldn't that...
It is not considered an attack action.
Casting time, one action. But yeah, you brandish her here on a hit. Well, yeah, debatable. It's totally your call, sir. But yeah, I guess. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
Green
the
Flame
action
Blade
is
is
to
like a
cast a
weird
spell.
one of those things.
Right, it would count as casting a spell.
Yeah.
The only people who really benefit from that are like Eldritch Knights, where they can do cantrip and an attack on their turn.
Because it's no. Well, yeah. Because the material component is a melee weapon. You brandish the weapon used in the spell's casting and make a melee spell. Make a melee attack with it against one creature.
Right, but you're you're making the attack through casting the cantrip.
Yeah. I want mirrors to hit.
It is not like Smites where you get to trigger the cantrip after you make the attack.
Yeah, that's fair. That's totally fair.
I do want him to hit though, because I think the last 2 or 3 times we've tried, it's been like a crit fail every single time. It's like it's destined to just like blow us all away when it actually hits.
Gotta put your
Yeah,
spirit in
is
it.
he really
Mirrors.
cursed?
He's not cursed. No, don't say that. No.
So that brings us to the big guy.
Woof.
As he fully emerges out of the sphere, he is going to go after the closest individual, which would be Ibram.
Oh, no.
Oh no. Oh no.
The ugly up here.
Mr.
Yeah.
Glowing 30-foot sphere. Come
Yeah.
get me,
Yeah.
he says from the
Looking like
ceiling.
the Avatar right now.
Uh-huh. I'm now thinking this might not have been a good idea being the tank. Like, ooh. Did I
I mean,
screw
your
up?
int score tells you.
Yeah.
You're too high up, too.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, I'm out of his range, so I don't have to worry about him hitting me. But that means he'll hit someone else. Damn.
Yeah, and then you're like, oh, wait, you want him to hit?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Hmm.
Hey, at least we got 2 tanks and neither of them are nearby.
Yeah.
Right? Alright, so he's gonna with one of his large claws, he's gonna reach out and attack Ibram.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
17.
No, stop. How many hit points do you got right now, Ebron?
9 plus 28.
Okay.
Oh, oh boy.
Well, Leslie does 28 points of damage plus 9.
Watcher's actually a crit. And, yeah.
Legit, yeah. He's
For
no crit.
14 damage. And he's going to make another attack.
Well, okay.
Yeah, he multi-attack.
26. I guarantee that's gonna hit unless someone's gonna do something about it. Okay, gonna cut the damage in half.
Please stop hitting him. The hell?
Alright, so you should actually have
That is so
a little bit more health than that. That's better. Wait. Nope, I did that wrong. You should
I think it was right the first time.
with the half damage.
Yeah, because you said 26 and I was at 23, so I was 13.
No, that was a 26 to hit.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I
believe you
thought you
should
said
be at
26
18.
damage.
Okay. And he gets to make one final attack with a bite.
Son of a bitch.
They got a nasty multi-attack.
He does have 4 arms.
It does have 4 arms. This is true. And a nasty jowl.
Yeah, with the face that ugly.
I didn't notice that it had forearms for a second. Interesting.
Oh god damn it.
Crit insta kill. Ebron's dead. Oops.
Stop it.
Some damage.
Hold on. I gotta redo that because his bite's way too strong. Oh wait, nope, that's normal. I'm sorry. 17 damage for the bite.
Where you at now, bud?
1.
Oh my.
Still alive, that's all that matters.
You're still up, bud.
That's gonna be his turn.
The most annoying
Ebron,
part of Pokemon right now.
I would like for you to make a perception check as you're getting just mauled by this guy.
Perception. Normal.
Wow, what a
That's
shocker.
about
Yeah,
accurate
you-
for the current
yeah,
situation.
flurry
You
of
gotta
blows.
shut up. How is he supposed to focus?
you don't see what it is. Anyway, that's his turn. And that'll bring us to which guys? Okay, not the one near you. Okay. The cultist that Miris is like dueling with is going to make an attack against Miris because that makes the most sense. My music is just straight up like powerful strings right now. A 20 is going to hit. Unless anybody has anything they can or want to do. But Miris looks like he's doing pretty good health-wise. Wow, for a whopping 3.
Woo!
And that'll be... He's gonna... Yeah, that'll be his turn. Hey, Ebron, guess what? It's your turn.
So,
Help!
I have a question,
His but a scratch.
possibly a request,
Please don't kill me.
because my boon says I can only use it once, but I
Yep.
do use my hit die, and I still have 3 left.
It
Could
is
we
still...
make it?
No.
Okay.
Does not matter if you have hit dice at
Oh.
the end there. It matters how many you use when you use it.
Yeah, you can use disengage.
As a bonus action.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
dip, dip,
gonna
dip.
have to
Dip, 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 dip.
disengage. Um,
Sorry, guys. Move.
I'm just trying to double check something.
Disengage, dash. Just be like, nope,
Run.
I'm out.
Yeah,
Don't forget
run.
to poop your pants somewhere in there too.
No, I was just that's actually what I was double checking.
free action.
Is to make sure I couldn't disengage, dash,
he
and then
hit you
move
hard
on top
enough.
of it.
He
Well,
hit
you're-
you hard enough. You could have pooped.
Or is that something I can do?
So if you disengage, that's as a bonus action, then you don't provoke opportunity attacks when you move. If you dash as a main action, you still have a movement on top of that, so you could move twice, technically.
So I can move the 60 feet.
Correct.
Can I disengage and go through this guy or no?
You would have to go
Or do I gotta go around?
Yep.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm gonna say, can we count that as 5 if I just move the diagonal?
Yeah, that's fine.
Or
I'll
we, what was I at? 30?
30.
35,
Yeah, you can get to
40,
this space.
45,
Right
50,
here, 60.
55, 60. Alright! Come on, guys! I'm out!
As you watch this,
You also got far too way.
Went from my ultimate badass moment to, guys, I need some help!
Hey, it's so
Good times.
badass to get away from danger.
Speedy Gonzalez style. You just whip past all of these people in combat to the complete other side of the room.
Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me.
Could I cast a spell on this turn or no? Or
No.
am I done? Okay.
You donezo. Unless you have a spell you can cast as a free action, which to my knowledge doesn't exist.
What about a racial feat one?
That still counts as a regular spell for the purpose of casting.
That's fair.
Alright. Given that you've burnt yourself out of all of your things, Aethros, I would like for you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Even being flying in the air?
Did he flying? Why did he flying?
It is... There's a reason, just trust me.
Okay. I trust you. Normal.
Would he have advantage with how high and evasive he is?
No.
I'm just gonna roll it normal, see what happens.
Okay.
Alright, Aethros, as you're watching this battle unfold down below, you see from the center of the sphere a large black object hurl itself upward towards you.
Oh.
That's not cool.
Well.
And the speed at which it moves, you are, with that roll, unable to dodge out of the way. You take...
You silvery barbs.
You're going to use
Nope.
silvery barbs? Did I hear you?
No, I'm thinking about it. And the prompt just went away, so I'm
Okay.
guessing I'm not done.
I mean, like, I'm thinking about it too, but it's like, yeah.
I got lots of hit points, so I'm not too worried about it.
Okay.
You take 21 points of psychic damage
Cheese
Psychic.
and
Ooh.
crackers.
Wow.
as you are impaled by this spear of shadow that you've become rather
21?
familiar with. 21.
Okay. So, where's my 10? And then... that's- Oh, for concentration. It wanted me to do it twice. I don't know if I should be.
Should just be once.
Mystery
to my
roll
knowledge.
for one of them.
Okay. Because it double prompted for some reason. I'm just not going to do the second one.
Okay.
And I have no idea what I rolled for the first one either.
You rolled an 8. I don't know why it's only to me. It's so weird. Give me a second. I gotta fix the stupid facing thing. The tokens that I make, I just want them to mirror. And it's very annoying when they begin to rotate, and then you have to rotate them around so they don't look stupid. Anyway, as you get impaled by this blade, you watch as out from the top of this orb is a much more shadowy rendition of the figure you've been fighting, Drogneil, who begins to rise upwards into the air. His whole body seems to be enveloped in a shadowy darkness. However, he does not come and get you, and you watch as the spear that impales you quickly dissipates as you continue to float up in the air. All you hear is him, like a slight chuckle coming from his form, resonating in the back of your minds. The fun part's just begun. He is technically 10 feet floating in the air. Roll his actual initiative. Not, man, he rolled exactly the same as he did before. What are the chances of that? Alright, that is end of the round. That'll bring us back to Ono.
I want to do a handful of things.
I don't like that he can fly too.
Right.
I was supposed to be special.
You are special.
So who's flying?
Drogneil.
Drogneil has reappeared, and his shadowy form seems to now allow him to fly. The extent of this you do not know.
And his Shadow Spear does psychic damage?
It does psychic damage.
I'm gonna steal it.
I'm
starting to feel like it's gonna be back-to-back fights that end the same way.
It's gonna be tight. They're gonna be tight. They're gonna be tight, and I love it. If I had casted it on somebody else, I could. I can't fling any magic and breathe at the same time. Crap. Yeah, I step over this dead body and breathe into this dude's face that is standing in front of Miras. Please. Sorry. Oops. Again, another dex saving throw.
He's going to fail.
That's only 5.
As you let out your breath of fire. It's convenient because they're beginning weaker every time, not by your own fault. You watch as the damage that you're trying to deal to these people, it almost seems to be waning. You're not quite sure why. You're not sure if your lungs are just not holding as much air, or if the fire itself is getting weaker, but they're not falling as fast, but they're still taking quite a bit of damage. No mechanical difference, it's just your rolls have been rather bad.
Yeah, no. I'm not into spicy food.
1 and 2 twos, dang.
Yeah, not the best spread on that bell curve, but I'll take it. No worries. Yeah, I can't huck any other magic while I'm concentrating on this on myself. If I put it on somebody else, I could do it, but I can't.
I mean, you can still cast cantrips.
Wait, can I? Yeah, if you let me, I'm gonna huck a firebolt.
You can cast things that don't require concentration.
Sick. All right. Well then, yeah, I'm gonna huck a firebolt at. Yeah, I'm gonna huck a fireball to him. At DiGiorno.
There you go.
That's what's up.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Let's go. Yeah. I'm just in a fiery mood, yeah. Like, I breathe fire in this dude, and like, and I huck a fireball at this floating DiGiorno dude.
Floating DiGiorno. Alright, yeah, and you feel your firebolt make impact on his shadowy form, and for a moment you see the shadows kind of dissipate, revealing the body that you had seen before once again being re-enveloped.
Stupid Shadow Armory. Freaking jerk pulling drow monsters from the ethereal plane.
No. When you say the body that you had seen before, you mean as it was? Or like...
It seems to
Dead?
be
Corpsey?
healed.
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, if he's just like sitting here like nearly headless Nick, just like... cut in
No,
half,
not quite.
like,
Like
Understandable
sharp.
confusion.
just wanted to, clarify.
All right.
I'm gonna stay next to Miras. Yeah.
That should bring us back to Big Two.
Okay, so point of clarification as far as having the extra attack now.
Yes.
I actually didn't even think about it last turn. Technically, I probably could have shot 2 firebolts. Firebolts. Couldn't I have?
No, your firebolt just
No.
does more damage as a base. So like it's a cantrip. Cantrips, if they are damaging cantrips, most of them will increase the amount of damage they do as you level up your character. They don't. You don't get multiple attacks with them unless you're like a cool sorcerer who can sometimes do things as a bonus action. It just does more damage as a whole.
It's just one spell.
Oh, okay.
You still only
So
do
then-
one spell.
I'm fairly certain that answers my actual question then. So I couldn't like attack with my sword and then also do that, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Same argument we had with the Miras Green Flame Blade situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's not considered an attack; it's a spell.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, just wanted to make sure that that's kind of what I was thinking. Well, I suppose it's time to mosey on into the.
Throw a dead body at him. Yeah. You just huck a dead body at DiGiorno.
That would be funny.
All right. Stop flying.
I
Get
am
down
gonna
here on the
go-
ground.
All right, I'm gonna move up to there, and then I am going to follow Ono's lead here and try to hit him with a firebolt. Specifically, DeJordan. It's not delivery.
It's DiGiorno. That's funny. All right, not that's funny.
It's not delivery. not delivery, sadly.
Unfortunately, even though you have the confidence from Ono powering your attack here, as you cast it outward, it is cast with an obscure curve, as if you had misdone one of the somatic components, and it kind of veers off to the side, missing Jerognil entirely.
I'm still fervently proud of you. Chad Kitty, good try.
Where? Oh, he's 10 feet in the air anyway, so I double check. Yeah, I should be. Yep, I'm all done.
Okay. That'll bring us to Athros.
All right. I am going to cast Moonbeam.
That sounds about right.
Light him up.
I'm gonna actually cast it right here.
Ooh, okay.
Let's go.
And then, did we establish it for the first turn? I don't actually deal the damage at the start of their turn.
Starts for the first time on a turn, or starts its turn there, it is engulfed in the ghost of the flames that cause searing pain. So you could argue that when the moonbeam appears, it's entered the moonbeam's area on the first turn.
Okay. Yeah, just remember the
As
wording
it
of it's a little weird.
Comes down from the sky or up from the ground or however you flavor it. But I think I would argue that it should still hit on the first turn. It's like Spirit Guardians, in my opinion.
Okay. So I still got to do the damage.
Yeah.
Normal damage.
That's not bad. Very good.
All right. The cultist will fail, but the Dragloth will succeed. And that's for
Take half damage.
Okay.
And
Looks like
then,
it already did.
I'm guessing none of them are shape changers, because then they'd have disadvantage.
They do not seem to be.
Okay. And then also, because of my Radiant Soul, was it once on each of my turns, you can deal extra Radiant damage to one target when you deal damage to it with an attack or a spell. Extra Radiant damage is equal to your level.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Oh, snap.
So that cultist, he's still alive?
He is still alive.
I'm gonna do it to the big guy. Cultist will die eventually.
Okay.
Me playing Baldur's Gate.
Eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you
Eventually, within the next.
So yeah, the Dragloth will do the extra 5 damage of radiant damage to him.
Okay.
So that's my action. Move. I will move back 30 feet.
Okay.
Here.
There. Big tune. Okay.
I like how both of us tanks are just like, nah, we're not really into this right now.
Yeah. I mean, I'm the healer. I'm gonna heal you guys.
He can do both. He can go up front and then back the hell up. He's
Yeah.
dead. He's
I'm making my way downtown.
all right.
Yeah.
I'm rolling slow.
Bonus action. Nothing, but I'll use my Twilight Domain to gain temporary hit points.
Yeah, you're the only person that's going to be affected by that for a while, right? Until you come down.
Yeah.
There you go. Getting a 6.
11 hit points.
Okay.
And yeah, that's under my turn.
All right. That'll bring us to the guy in the moonbeam.
So he starts his turn.
Yes. So that would be it's an additional 2d10.
Yeah, so I roll that. I'm guessing again.
Okay. Yeah.
It doesn't give me an option to just do the attack again. So
Just
roll.
Yeah, just roll for me.
Yeah. Ooh,
Woof.
lots of ones.
Seems to be the night for sure.
Yeah.
All right. As he continues to take some radiant damage, he works his way out of the moonbeam itself. Somehow.
Bastard.
1, 2, 3.
The moonbeam gets an attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
Only it
It
works.
follows him.
It's stretching.
It's gonna
Ah!
come down to attack Miris. Ooh. I'm gonna have him roll again because that was a crit fail.
Kills himself. He surprised the
Not quite.
monkey home to commit seppuku.
Okay, never mind. He as he's running forward, the residual effects from the moonbeam kind of distract him for a moment, and he stumbles on his feet. The sword that he attempts to attack Miris makes its way towards the other cultists themselves, but the cultist is able to kind of block it out of the way, even though him and Miris are dueling blades at the moment.
Nice.
Does not hit him If it would have, that would have been hilarious to me. I've been doing a club of D&D with the kids at school, and it is so fun watching crit fails. I'm like, I get to have so much fun with that, and they don't like it, and it's great.
Day.
I love that one.
That'll be his turn. That'll bring us to Miris, who is locked in blades with the cultist before him.
I'm going to try Green Flame Blade again.
Give him the business.
There you
Crit
go.
on this.
I would recommend before you roll the attack, though, change your target so you're not targeting yourself, so that way you actually hit the people you want to hit.
Also, is your hex still up?
That's
And
what
on
that
some-
was.
Yeah,
It's on the guy. It's on the guy who's right next to him.
Okay.
I have completely forgot about that. I should have been having concentration checks for that, but that's on me, so it's fine. It wasn't fairy fire. It was hex.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's go.
Finally. All right.
Miris.
So your damage. It occurs to me that I'm gonna. I think I have to. I wonder if I didn't put the damage in for that. That's really sad. So it'll be 1d8 plus 1d4 damage on that guy, and then 1d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier to the second guy, because there's two of them right next to each other. So the guy you target, it'd be 1d4 plus 1d8 damage. Isn't it plus his dexterity? Doesn't it also add the modifier for that one?
His green flame blade. Blah, 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 blah,
He makes a melee attack.
Okay, so it should be with his
Whatever his melee damage is, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
And plus the additional d8s.
it'd be plus 2. So it's 1d4 plus 1d8 plus 2 damage to that guy.
That's so nasty.
You might have to manually roll that out. Miris, just is it slash roll 1d4 plus 1d8 plus 2?
Man's gotta type it in. Let's go.
Okay.
Shouldn't it be 2d8?
For green
Since he's-
flame blade, it's a D8 for the melee attack, and then the fire damage is a D8. But if this is
Oh,
just
yeah. Okay, never mind. I was just thinking of something else.
Yeah, no, at level 11, the damage goes up to 2d8.
Yeah.
yeah.
There's not, yeah, first level or first stage would be the one, but yeah, no.
Okay, so the first guy, as you swing your blade around, the green fire kind of latches onto their clothing, and you get a really clean hit across their torso, tearing them open quite badly. They're still standing. Oh, wait. Plus one more d6 because you have your hex damage.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
yo,
Yeah, this
get the
guy's...
hex on there.
Oh, man. See, I told
Let's
you, it's
go.
going to wow us when it hits.
Let's go, Miris.
And then it's going to jump to the guy next to him.
Yep. So, you should be able to, I think on your...
Situational roll.
I think I have a hex damage thing on your inventory or features.
Okay.
Then you should just be able to click that and it'll add your hex damage immediately. It's under your inventory, under weapons.
Okay. Do I need to roll again?
You just have to do. It should just prompt you for a damage roll. I think. I don't even think I have it hooked up to an attack roll.
I was gonna say, doesn't
It's
have
like
to
free
be
damage.
targeted. Okay.
There you go. Okay.
Oh.
As you this guy comes in to attack you, Miris, you are ready. As you like I said, you bring your sword around. It cleaves him open, and you see the fire glowing green off of his body, meshed with the necrotic aura from the hex, and he falls to the ground. You watch as the fire leaps to the other cultist that's right next to him. I need you to roll. It's one more it'd be just roll 1d8 plus your spellcasting modifier,
Yeah.
which would be another +5.
Ooh, yeah, buddy.
Sorry to make you do it all manually, but I promise I will figure this out at some point.
And
As
And
you,
I'm guessing you can't use his bonus action between this to move the hex.
this would be all part of the same attack. So technically,
Yeah,
he
that's
still
what
has a
I
bonus action left. But that'll be enough to take down the guy.
I'm very much like, as soon as he sticks the blade into the first dude, the dude standing next to him just bursts with green flame blade energy. Like, what? Ah! Let's go, Miras.
As yeah, the second guy falls to the ground. You have 2 more burning corpses lying on the ground. You do still have a bonus action. Did you want to move your hex to another creature?
Yeah, let's
Mm.
move it to Dragloth.
Okay, moving it
Big
to
old map.
DiGiorno, as everybody's calling him,
Or are you picking the monster?
or the Dragoloth.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, the big guy. Okay, perfect.
There we go.
It's not
Mirror just wants to kill the biggest
Dear-
monster
it's
in the room.
Dear O'Neill.
Drogneel and the Dragoloth.
Dear O'Neill.
Sounds like a bad indie punk band.
And next up on the stage, first time since 1995, Drogneel!
All right, Mirrors, did you want to move at all?
I think I'll move back a couple spaces.
That's fair.
Good choice. It's a
Yeah.
good choice.
Seeing as how everyone else is doing that.
Okay, I think I'm good.
Okay. Time to do some math. Okay.
Oh, he only has 30-foot range, right?
Don't antagonize God.
Oh wait, no. No, he has a. Never mind. We'll find out.
I don't like the sound of that.
Well, yeah, bro. He said that really
Wait, no.
ominously.
It's like I thought maybe throw that spear at me again.
First, as he's hovering above the large sphere itself, you watch as some of the wounds that have been inflicted by, oh no, the orb kind of reaches out with tendrils of shadow and seemingly heal the wounds that have already been inflicted.
You jerk!
He is going to. He has 45 feet of movement now instead of 30. He's going to move right up to Aethros.
That's.
You mean
not-
right underneath Aethros?
Yeah.
Ascending into the air.
45 feet from there?
You know what?
He's
I don't
ascending-
feel like doing hypotenuse angles here.
How high is he off the ground? Can I still breathe fire on him?
He's climbing up into the air. Technically, he could reach 55 feet, but there's only 50-foot ceilings.
Damn. So he's well above my 15-foot range.
He would be up above. He would be higher than that well before he reached you.
Okay. Damn it. All right. Cool.
Aethros, he's going to come at you, his spear in hand this time, and make an attack. Wisps of shadow kind of emanate off of his body as he dissipates. However, you do see that, Aethros, make a perception check for me. Oh no, I'd say you make one as well.
I would love to. Thank you. Perception. Wait. What's up?
I cannot. Oh. Okay.
Let's
Both
go.
Watch as he's flying through the air. You see that there is a very steady trail of shadow itself that seems to emanate between this form of Drogneel and the orb. It seems that whatever that specific piece is, he's connected to the orb in some way.
Based off the perception check, would you allot like a super quick arcana?
Yeah, I'd allow it.
Oh God, you're such a good guy. You're the best. Oh.
Aethos already made his assumption.
If I slap this orb, can I hurt Shadow Boy? Give me the details of this orb.
You feel that whatever damage you do to the orb will also be felt by Drogneel himself. You can't confirm that till you try, but you feel very strongly that there has to be some form of connection like that between them.
Okay, it's not my turn. I have no other free actions. I am happy to. I sit on that. I chew on that gum of knowledge.
It's going to be a 23.
Oh,
Silvery barbs.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna give myself advantage.
Good job. Good.
So his last... I'll share it so I'm not lying. His most recent roll was a crit.
You just rolled
So it would be just... So his most recent roll was a crit success, so it would be the 23 that we would need to worry about for hitting. So it won't be a crit damage, it'd just be regular damage.
Okay.
Right? Because it's the lower between the two rolls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not the second roll, it's the lower.
rough. Okay. All right.
For 19 psychic damage.
Ooh.
Okay. It looks like it automatically. Yeah, I took it off. My health. So I have a Constitution saving throw. I'm trying to think. Do I have to use the advantage on the next possible roll, or can I choose to save it?
Creature has advantage on the next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw it makes within 1 minute. It says next specifically.
Yeah, so I think I have to. And it didn't give me the option to do it.
Crit success.
Oh,
Damn.
well.
I would say that worked.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Right. As he's making his attacks against you, Aethros, you feel a calling in the back of your mind. Why won't you just submit? As he's going to be going in for one more attack. A 22.
I silvery barbs that.
Okay.
I was going to say, I already used my reaction, so I can't.
No, I
do
know.
it again.
I'm gonna do it. I
That
can't have
one
you
will
fall.
miss.
That's what's up. I'm gonna take advantage on mine.
Okay.
Cool.
And
Actually, Kitty, I have no idea what you're gonna do. I have no idea what's gonna go. I'm gonna give it to Kitty. I'm gonna give it to Big Tan, actually.
okay.
Because you're still kind of in that halfway point, and it's gonna be a minute before because you're going after me. So I'm gonna give it to a Big Tan.
Okay. That'll be the end of his turn as he's up in the air with Aethros. That'll bring us to the big guy who's in the moonbeam.
Hit him again. Ooh-wee. All right.
Better than 2.
Got a 4 on there. That's all right.
Yeah.
Low end of the bell curve. It's all good. Still
Hey,
chipping away.
Still chipping away, that's right.
Right. Many ice chip away at the iceberg. Or many picks chip away at the iceberg. Sorry.
Alright, that'll... What is his movement speed? Okay. Yeah, he's going to move, honestly, straight through the orb itself. come down and attack Big Toon.
Like,
Ah, I see. It's coming to me.
does he physically phase through this orb, or like what?
As he moves into the orb, his body, like his form itself, disappears, but reemerges from the other side.
So there is like a giant just crystal ball essentially in the middle of the room.
Well,
I don't think you have to move at all, baby.
I think he's described it. It's not crystalline, but it is like a shadow.
It's like it's made of magical energy.
Yeah,
Shadow Sphere.
Hmm.
yeah. They're just evil dudes going through their own evil ways.
And it is going. Let's see.
Gonna do nothing. It's scared of Big Toon. Okay, Big Toon's mane is glorious. Big Toon, roll for sexy or something. Like charm this creature. Purse your lips, damn it!
It is going to, by spending 2 pieces of its turn, it's going to cast the spell Darkness. And because of that, it cannot make 3 attacks, but it can make 1 attack with its
okay.
hand.
I was like, I'm not sure that's it. Okay, no. I'm used to it being.
So where is it technically casting darkness?
I have the
Like ground level,
yeah. This is
5
on the
feet
ground.
up, 10 feet up.
Nope. It is like, it is a globe of darkness, so it's technically a 30 by 30 sphere. I guess the center of the sphere itself would be like logistically it'd be like a hemisphere, like what happens with Aethros when he's on the ground around all of you,
Yeah.
but a much smaller and more dense scale.
So like the equator is at ground level.
Yes. Since
Gotta have ups, bro.
Big Toon is within the darkness, technically he has advantage on this attack roll because Big Toon can't see him. But
So, am I actually though?
He's half.
Like, I don't want to get technical about it, but like,
But it's helping you right now. It's giving you cover.
Is it
But
though?
he just said
Wait,
the
the
monster
creature
had
has advantage while an
Oh, it
enemy
has
is
advantage?
enveloped in
Oh.
shadow.
yeah.
but
That's
I
not.
am nearly 7 feet tall.
That's not
It's
cheap
not
to breathe.
cuboid. I mean, I'm cool with it either way. I'm just more curious in the map.
Yeah, no. Let's
Oh, wait, hold up.
take a punch.
this guy does not have Devil's Sight, so never mind. It would not be advantage. Regardless, it still misses. It would have been a 9 instead of a 10, so it would have been
Oh, it missed?
17 instead of an 8. It did miss.
Oh, I'm
You
hitting him
riposte?
then. I'm hitting him with my riposte, yeah.
Okay.
Let's go.
You are inside the darkness. Technically, you would have disadvantage on this attack roll.
But he has advantage on his attack because of my silvery barb. So would that cancel it out, or does it have to be one of his
True.
main attacks on his regular turn?
No, that could cancel it out. It'd be a straight attack roll.
Let's go, kitty. Crit. $17 is great.
Take it.
So I has it, for some reason, listed you're targeting Drogmeal.
Oh, you know what? Yeah. Yep.
The 22 is still going to hit.
I
If you want to roll for damage, it's fine.
switched it. Hopefully that will switch it.
If it doesn't, I'll fix it. It's not a big deal.
Let's go, Big Dude.
Take that. Yeah.
All right. Total of 8. It did. It doesn't look like it did fix it. I will fix it. So you did the damage to the big guy.
Yes, I did. I don't have a reaction anymore.
And it will succeed on its con save.
Count it. Oh, concentration.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Yeah.
It's like something new that I don't even know about.
All right, that will be his turn, which will bring us
Sweet.
to Ebron.
Yeah, we have no more cultists to worry about.
Yep.
Oh yeah, no, that clears things up a lot faster now.
Great
Yeah.
shot, Kitty. Amazing shot.
Where?
Damage is damage.
Ebron, you're
Oh,
back
he's
here.
all the way down there.
Yeah, he's all the way back there.
Yeah,
He dipped in
I
potato
know.
chips.
I
Got health
don't
potion or
really know
something?
what.
The shadow guy's above the sphere of
No,
darkness,
Correct.
so you can
You
see
would
him.
have eyes on the shadow. You'd have Drogneel and Aethros up in the air. You'd be able to see, but you would not be able to see the big guy from where you're at right now.
Sure.
Can you see the orb?
In all
Oh.
fairness, I would like to make a few rolls before I decide what I'm gonna do here. Considering I was one of the first people to see somebody get sucked into this orb, and I thought it was just like a general orb, not like darkness or anything like that. Would I have seen the connection between DiGiorno and this orb?
Or the Draglyth, the orb. So there's the Draglyth that cast it.
Right. Would I have seen like he's basically like Shadowbound connected to the orb, and would I have seen that this
Oh, you're talking about the
you know-
central orb, not the darkness orb.
right?
You did not see like when he was just hovering over there. You did not see the connection compared to it being a lot more evident once he took off after Aethros. But if you're looking to check if you see it now, that would be a perception check.
Would I have seen the giant monster phase through it essentially?
You would have seen it move through the shadow, yeah, before he cast his darkness spell.
Okay. Then that's for
You do see the shadowy connection between Drogneel and the orb in the distance. There's a lot of orbs on the screen right now.
There are a lot of orbs.
yeah.
We're orbing pretty hard right now.
And they're all different sizes. Pythagoras be damned.
Yeah.
Now, the giant monster casted like darkness, like I can, correct? So I
Correct.
can't physically see through it.
Correct.
All right, I'm gonna help Aethros out and attack the big guy, or the guy attacking Aethros.
The one guy you can see.
Yeah. Debating how I want to do this. For combat sakes, do I have any advantage with Aethros being face to face with this guy?
Yes.
So I would get sneak attack.
You would be able to apply sneak attack.
And just normal roll for damage, not advantage, correct? Or are we saying advantage for my roll too?
No, you would, for your attack, you would have advantage.
Okay. I will attack. I'm just going to do a plain one. I'm not going to sharpshooter it.
Yeah. That's good.
Hopefully.
17 is not going to hit.
What's your sonic thing to bump it up, right?
That's
Or is that only applied
That's
to
only for
skills?
ability checks?
ability
Oh,
checks.
yeah, okay. Couldn't remember.
Your attack comes close, but it is still not enough to pierce through.
I have to read something real quick. Give me 1 second.
Ebron pulls out a book.
I mean, I can't see him pull out a book, but I feel like my scribe sense are tingling. I'm like, somebody's reading right now. All right. Higher learning.
If I were to cast a spell, is that a bonus action or an action?
I
Is
believe
it a
all the
bonus
spells,
action spell?
I believe all the spells you have are action spells, so you wouldn't be able to this turn. Running into that a lot today.
Alright, I will fire a second attack at him.
As Ibram puts away his
Then
book.
that's with advantage again.
Yes.
Correct.
Because Aethros is within 5 feet.
Crit, 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 crit. Whoa!
That will hit. Go ahead and roll
Um,
damage.
Versatile damage.
Correct.
Would it be versatile damage or regular damage? Because I missed the first round.
The first one is always the standard. The second one, if you use a bonus action attack, is always the versatile.
Okay.
But
But
you
this
can
one I
sneak
could
attack.
still add to 3d6,
You
correct?
can still add sneak attack, yeah.
Okay. Just making sure we're
That's fair.
staying fair.
For 15 damage. Okay.
Let's go.
Okay. As you fire off one of your psychic arrows, you watch as the arrow itself hits him, I would say on the left side of his torso. And he looks down at you. You see two glowing white eyes amidst the shadow for about a brief moment as the shadowy coat that he seems to have over his entire body right now, around that psionic arrow dissipates for about a moment. And as the arrow disappears, you see the shadow once again take over that part of his body.
Would he actually see me though? Because it looks like I'm behind a wall.
It's not a wall. It's like a
it's in
dugout
the
in
ground.
the floor.
Yeah, it's in the ground.
Oh, okay. I can't really do anything, so
Well, that's all I can
yeah.
do.
Pretty
Okay.
much. And my turn.
End of the round. On count one here, everybody would see quite clearly as the top of the room gets coated in a glimmer of shadow similar to what the density that Aethros' sphere is. You see images begin to appear from within the shadow itself, from various points around Bryn'Shander. As you look up for a moment, those of you who aren't directly locked in combat with the Dragloth, you see various viewpoints of what's going on. You see, at one point, seemingly coming from a member of 10 Towns themselves, them trying to fend off against one of the large shadowy creatures that had started to appear from the ground from people's feet. Another image you see from the viewpoint of a shadow, a person being struck down, a huge gash across their back. You watch as a glimmer of red emanates out of the dead figure's body and up into the air. The shadow itself looks over to the side, and you see the large orb that was rising into the air in 10 Towns. Tons of these red glimmering lights moving their way towards the sphere itself to be absorbed into the center. You look around a little bit more, and you see the image of it'd be Kanit, Irini, and Spit. Spit lying on the ground, barely conscious. Irini kind of holding her longsword and trying to fend over his body as more of the shadows are beginning to take over part of the city. And Kanit trying to cut them away with his sword, but you see that the spell on his sword, the flaming coat that it seems to have, appears to be waning. It's not looking good for 10 Towns up there. You hear Drogneel chuckling in the back of your minds once more. It's almost complete. You can feel it, can't you? The countless souls that live within Bryn'Shander, all being pulled to one location. The creation of a key. The time is near. And then he once again reverts his attention back to Aethros. Now submit. As we bring ourselves back up to the top of the round. It'll be Ono.
I burst out of the shadow and I bite hard down on this chili pepper in my mouth. I stare at this monster. I scream at Kitty and rush this monster. I breathe fire in the cone direction of both this monster and the orb.
Okay.
As my bonus action, and my action, I firebolt the orb. So
Okay.
I am going to real quick first. I can't target the orb, so I'm just going to target the monster.
That's fair.
Firebolt first. Does not exist. Yeah, it does. Select target. Firebolt. It won't let me. What? Did I do it wrong?
I have an idea. I wonder if I've been waiting so long that something updated. Waited so long for this particular battle that if that something might have got broken in the update.
I'll target a dead guy.
I just gotta check how much HP he has. He has 99.
Oh no, slightly bending over, just incinerating a guy with his flame breath. Ah!
Yeah.
Try targeting this one.
Okay. Here, target, click, firebolt. Does not exist.
Okay, I don't know what's going on, but that's so
Okay.
stupid.
I'm gonna target. Probably, yeah.
You can target a dead person.
I'm gonna target a dead guy. We'll see if that works. It does not exist. Shit.
Okay, you know what? Just roll it out for me. I wonder if now Foundry is
Sure.
going through issues.
No
again.
worries. I'll just roll a regular attack. That's what's up. All right, so hopefully that hits the orb.
That will definitely hit the orb.
Okay, cool.
So you're Dragon Breathing and firing a Firebolt, right?
So, okay, well, my main action, firebolt to the orb.
Okay.
This is the firebolt to the orb real quick. Let me just roll that damage. Let's go. Okay, cool. And then, yeah, my fire breath is they both have to roll DC 15 dex save. I don't know if the orb's got a dexterity save, but
It does not. It'll automatically fail.
what's up? Okay, cool. So then let me go here to, I gotta, for some reason it keeps getting rid of that. So damage. That's way better.
Okay, yeah, sweet.
And that it's both the dark creature and the orb.
Okay. So as you target the big guy, he not easily able to get out of the way of this one, kind of puts his arms up to try and brace himself, and it doesn't really seem to help him all that much as he takes the full brunt of your attack.
Yep.
And the orb itself, you almost hear, like in the back of your mind, a wallow of pain as the orb takes the damage. And you don't really see the effects of that until you fire your firebolt. Aethros, you watch as... Oh wait, I gotta make sure he has to roll a save first. Okay. You watch Aethros as Dorogniel is pulled backwards away from you.
Let's go! Does it get an attack of opportunity?
Yeah.
Technically, you do.
Oh yeah.
Let's go, Aethros!
Mash.
I haven't used a melee weapon in
Actually,
so long. I gotta
I should
remember
wait
how to
until
do it.
You technically used it while you weren't on chat, so...
Yeah.
You only ever use it, I think, whenever I'm playing as Aethros.
Yeah, when we're really conservative. Let's go!
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
All right, and then damage normal.
Okay. As you smash him with your hammer before he disappears back 2, 3, 4, 20 feet. And he'll actually come down from being up in the air 20 feet as well.
Awesome.
As he gets pulled, you watch as the tether that he seems to have to the orb tightens as it takes damage and tries to pull him back. He's able to resist being pulled fully back, but he definitely was not able to stay where he was.
Yeah, I stare daggers at this demon creature, and I'm just like, I am not afraid of you!
Alright. Anything else in your turn?
That's it. I'm ready to rock. Let it pass on to Kitty.
That'll bring us
So-
to Big Two.
Oh no! Attack the sphere. And the
Yeah, I
monster.
screamed.
Was that correct?
Screamed it out loud. I screamed it at Kitty. Target the sphere. But
I
I,
was just
screamed
gonna
it loud
ask
enough
if
that
that-
everyone heard.
I'm gonna ask if that does anything to the darkness spell. I don't know if that's a concentration or if there
Yeah, he has
still.
to roll a Constitution check.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, that dude does have to.
Yeah, I
big
hit
boy
him.
does.
Technically he got hit with 15 points of
Yeah, I
damage.
forgot. He doesn't have concentrating as an effect right now because I reset the token, and for some
You're good.
reason that still didn't help. So he has to roll a check anyway. Ooh. No, he's going to fail. So that'll drop the
Smiley
darkness
TV
orb
here.
is gone. That's Big Two. You can see the light.
Kitty,
So
you
can
can see me.
mirrors.
I'm friggin' staring at him. I'm like, no, Kitty.
Okay. I guess. Let me
Hang
see
on.
if you'll
Put the hurt on him.
help me maybe figure some things out here.
Sure.
Is there what kind of roll would I have to make to try to discern whether or not getting rid of the Rogue Neil would effectively stop this beast from attacking us, or if it's like just going to no matter what?
I'm gonna say, I think I would have you do just a general intelligence check.
Okay. I don't know anything.
Oh my god.
You're really not sure if getting rid of the Rogue Neil will keep the beast from attacking, or if,
That's fair.
yeah.
But you are smart enough to know that if I scream something, it's good content.
Or multi-attack can target both two things.
Yeah.
And
On my
I
on
think
my
what I'm
screen
gonna
it showed a
do-
1, so I thought he crit failed.
It went from a 1 to a 7. Funny enough, so I can move as long as I stay within this creature's like range or whatever. Without
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
if I'm okay,
You can go like here,
because then
here.
yeah. So like
here.
if I go here, I can still attack the orb then too, right?
Correct. That is technically next to you. You would have the space where you could attack the orb and the Draglaw.
Okay. So what I want to do first here is actually use my daunting roar, potentially for the first time here. Not even ever sure that I've ever actually used it. To try to frighten the big boy here.
Okay.
You gotta make a wisdom saving throw, and it is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The save is 14.
8 plus your proficiency plus your combat. Okay, save is 14.
They are not to my understanding. I don't think they're immune to fear. They are not very wise.
16.
Damn.
Okay. Well, worth a shot.
As you
that's
roar
all I
at
got.
him, he stares you down, turning away from Ono to face the focal point of this mighty roar.
Well, I am then going to attack the orb. Since Ono shouted at me.
Okay.
How should I go about attacking this? Because I'm targeting.
Something.
the-
I
the
targeted.
mon-
I don't know what I
monster first.
targeted.
Are you
Should I
able
just
to
attack
target the dead
that?
guy?
Can I just attack the thing?
Corpse
The
next to you.
no. I was gonna say the whatever the big boy is, whatever his name is.
I don't know if you
That-
can
it's
target
not
it.
gonna change anything, right?
The only
Yeah.
thing is just it might take damage if you're targeting the orb, but I can adjust that. That's fine. I don't care.
Okay. Well, yeah. Let me just. Yeah, I suppose it probably won't let me target anything else because it's a melee attack. But we'll just try it.
That's fine.
Oh god, that was so close.
A 13 that would hit the orb.
Let's go.
Okay. Close out of my character sheet so often when I really should.
Well,
Okay.
wait, do you get to reroll ones?
Oof.
Don't you have a thing?
Yeah, I think I do. I always forget about it.
I was gonna say, like, this is the time. I think this is the one where we get to re-roll the ones because you have that ability or something, right?
Yeah, somewhere. Great weapon. Oh, when you roll, I have to be wielding with two hands. I think that's why I haven't been doing it.
Oh yeah, no, because you're wielding it with the shield in one hand and
Okay.
Yeah.
My bad. My bad.
Yep.
Good to know. Sorry about that.
Okay. And then, because I mean, technically, I don't really know what's going on.
right.
So can I make like a perception check to see if I understand what I just did?
Yeah, go for it.
It's like I know he told me to do it, but that doesn't mean I know what the hell I did.
Between you kind of hone into your cat-like senses.
The gnome
As
told me
you-
to hit the orb. I hit the orb.
What does it do?
Right.
What to do?
As you hit the orb, you watch as almost like the orb itself reverberates from the point of impact. But what you see in particular is the tether that seems to bind Drogneel and the orb together tightens, and you watch as Drogneel has to make a wisdom saving throw. And he this time gets pulled backwards entirely into the orb itself.
Let's go.
Mm.
Big work, kitty. Oh, he straight up disappears?
As he disappears into the orb, you can hear him saying, "This isn't the end," but he does not seem to make a
Kind of
reappearance.
sounds like yeah.
What you
Okay,
notice
well.
too, as your eyes are focused keenly, this large beast, this Dragloth in front of you, you see inside the center of its chest is a purple crystal. You're not sure what the crystal is for, but you feel that that's somewhat out of place.
Sure. Rabbit.
Smack it.
Yeah, is it like something like? Can I?
Whack it.
Yeah, like, is it? Am I able to hit it
You grab it, straight up just snatch it.
or just grab it? Yeah, is it like something I like can reach right now?
It's something that you could. It's within, like, he himself is within arm's reach. You feel that you could probably attack it with your sword. If you attack it, if you like reached out to try and grab it, you're more than welcome to try.
Smack
I
it.
think I'd rather attack it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess I'll turn towards him and attack.
Oh, damn it.
Not this time. As you go into attack, you see one of its like smaller limbs kind of goes up and like grabs the top of your sword, and you like are able to break it away, but it you're not able to make purchase this time.
Good for kitty.
In all honesty, too, if I was gonna hit him, I was absolutely gonna try to frighten him. Okay.
I would have mad respected that.
Because I have another way to do that, but yeah, that should be it then for me.
Okay.
Sick.
I need a long rest, and I'll need a bell.
We all need a nap.
That'll bring us to.
Oh,
Aethos.
actually, real quick,
Wait, sorry. Yep.
it's not necessarily part of my turn. I'm just out of curiosity because I don't see anything in the item. Does my bracer recharge?
It recharges on a long rest.
Okay, that's fine. That's something I was thinking about earlier. Okay, cool. That's all.
Okay, that'll bring us to Athros. As you're floating up in the air, your opponent pulled from your melee grasp.
Yeah, I would like to use my action to move my moonbeam,
Hell yeah.
and have it move through the sphere of darkness. I don't know if that does anything, and have it end right there.
Yes.
Okay.
You beautiful man.
Gone.
Go ahead and roll your damage for me. As that will do things to...
Moose.
Okay, you love to see it. Okay.
I always
As-
forget the 0 on there. There's a 10, not an actual 0. I was like, oh, damn, all 7. 8, 17, yes!
Yeah, because you got to remember it's a 10. Yeah.
Yeah, I was so happy when I saw that 0. I knew, I'm like, yes, that
Yes.
makes up for all the other bad rolls.
100%. That and the 7 on top. Oof.
Yeah.
Yes, baby.
So you, as you power this moonbeam across the map, carving ground into the sphere itself, you feel the entire room seemingly begin to shake. Not violently, but you can see the stones that had been shaking once Drognil had reappeared now continue to shake as the orb is taking damage. You don't know how to gauge whether or not the orb is worse for wear or not, but you can tell that you're definitely having an impact, and you are especially having an impact on our on the Dragloth, who takes the full brunt of that attack. He's now beginning to show signs of wear and tear, whereas before he seemed perfectly fine.
Okay, then I'd also like to trigger the Radiant Soul, so to do an extra 5 damage to the Dragloth.
Okay.
And then I want to move down 30 feet. I don't know how to actually change the feet on my character token, so we can switch it to 20.
If you right-click on your token, on the top left, there's like a text box for your numbers. That's what I've been altering, and it just changed your elevation.
Oh, I see. Yeah, there. Okay. And then, since I'm lower now, my sphere actually does touch the ground.
Okay.
When I did the math, it was just over, I think it was 25 feet
Heck yeah.
diameter.
Okay.
So, that can take effect. Bonus action, not going to do anything. End of my turn, I'll get healing from my Twilight Sphere.
Okay.
Alright.
So, with Athros Moonbeam,
Yep.
we're only counting it when it targets something, correct? 'Cause hypothetically
It's just
speaking...
kind of a turn.
Right, I was gonna say there's like 2 5-foot squares it has to move, so would that damage... Would there be attack on each of those squares, or just
No.
the one point where he leaves it?
It's
Okay.
the single object.
Yeah, it's just one
Because I
thing.
was like,
Sure.
I thought that's the way it was. I just wanted to double check it wasn't the other way. Because I was like, damn, that's a great attack. But if it's the other way, that thing is broken.
It's still a good attack.
Oh yeah, it's great.
Level 2 spell. Yeah.
Moonbeam
yeah.
is an amazing level 2. But
Yeah.
It's pretty great. Anything else in your turn, Athros?
No.
As you begin to make your descent down,
Yeah.
that should encompass, I think, everybody but Big Tune, or am I mistaken on that one?
yeah, Big Tune is just
Uh,
outside of it. Unless he moves
Or would
forward.
Ono
like
also
want-
be?
five
I think you are
Say
too.
Technically,
You
Eastern,
said
it would be like
25
the
feet.
first radius of the circle, where the outermost radius isn't
Okay,
covered.
so Miras
essentially.
for sure would be within
Yeah.
the circle. Okay. Well, conveniently, that brings us to Miras' turn.
Alright.
Let's finish taking this thing down before we gotta stop.
You're doing Miras.
Okay, I think I'll move closer to the Dragloth.
Heck
Okay.
yeah. If you get right up next to him, you have advantage if you're doing anything. I think you have advantage regardless.
Okay. And then, since it worked so well the last time, I'll use Green Flame Blade.
Do it!
Put the pain on him.
With it.
Okay.
Did Ian ever move his hex?
Oh yeah, can he
He did
can he
not.
move his hex to the Dragoloth?
Oh yeah.
I feel that would be. Well, actually, no, he didn't.
Yep, I did that.
Yeah,
Sick.
no,
Okay.
I forgot to replace the token. I got to put that back on.
Oh yeah, that's right. 6.
Just double checking.
We gotta make sure Miris is putting the pain on these people.
Yeah, that 14 is going to hit. So it'll be that 1d4 plus 1d8 plus 2 for the Dragoloth. Sorry, I'll have to type it out again. I'll try and fix that. I have an idea as to how to make it work.
Ooh yeah, that's good.
All right, for a good now.
Oh yeah.
All right, and you get to roll an additional 1d8 plus 5 for targeting. I'm going to assume you'd want to target the sphere
Yes.
with the residual damage.
Yep.
Yes, he does. Oh yes, Miris.
Oh my God, Jesus!
Let's go, Miris. Let's go.
Nice.
As you strike it with your green flame blade, or the Dragoloth with your green flame blade, you take your dagger and you slash it across part of its torso, aiming for that crystal in the center. While you're not able to directly hit the crystal, the creature itself, you hit like more so it's like bicep type area, not bicep, it's pecs, more so with your dagger, and it cuts them open. You see the trail of green fire emanating forward, but you watch as that fire leaps into the sphere itself, and you look at the crystal once more, and you see it begin to crack as this creature is looking a bit worse for wear.
Let's finish him off.
Dang, green flame braid's awesome when it hits.
Yo, Miris,
Oh, yeah.
hitting it. Let's go.
Anything else on your turn, Miris? Oh, we forgot to apply your hex damage. You got 1d6 extra damage you gotta apply
Oh,
too.
bro, come on. Don't walk away with that. Roll a 6. Just roll a 6, bro. Yes!
Like that.
Just like that, Ian. Yes.
As the necrotic energy kind of melds with that green flame that's taking over part of its body. It's still standing, but it's definitely a hurting unit. And then was that it? I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, that's all.
Right.
Oh, well, yeah. Is
no,
he
you're-
not scared? Like, Miris just put the hurt on him?
He's-
Is he not scared?
He seems like he has an objective. You're not quite sure what it is, but you can probably you have some ideas in your mind. Oh no, as you're looking at this large creature in front of you whose like attention is bouncing between the 3 people up close to it.
Yep.
Oh. Dakota?
So beginning of his
Pause
turn.
for dramatic
Yeah.
effect.
He would take the damage yet.
Okay, for Moonbeam.
Yes, he would take the moonbeam damage.
Woohoo!
Okay.
All right.
Spicy. It's spicy. It's spicy.
Okay. Nick, did you say something before? I'm sorry.
You just cut out, so. Just,
Oh, okay. Sorry, my audio is
We did.
kind of
You weren't-
sometimes.
Yeah, making sure you weren't like expounding on something and we're just like, doo 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 doo.
As Drogneel steps out from the shadow once more, he steps right up to Ono. It'll take more than that to get rid of me. As he,
I don't like doing things easy.
as he is going to target you with his spear.
Go. I have no more magic, save for my cantrips and me breathing fire.
Speaking of fire, if he comes out into Oh no, who's breathing fire? Would that be
Nah,
It's
like an
only-
attack of opportunity?
I'd have to breathe it on him.
Oh, I thought it was just like a continuous
No,
minute
no.
thing.
I
Okay,
have
gotcha.
to like take a deep breath and breathe it out. It's like a gout of flame.
Gotcha.
He missed his first attack. He's going to go in for a second one.
Ding.
A 21.
I'll take it.
Take 18.
Do you have a choice at this point?
I mean, yeah, I don't have a choice, but I don't get to see
Ooh.
my private roll.
I don't know why they keep being private.
I failed. Fuck. Damn, I'm
As,
losing my mat. I lose it.
As he stabs at you with the psychic spear, you feel the trickle of the flames from your wonderful chili pepper in your mouth. Wayne, one final time.
Yeah. What was the damage on? It did take it. Okay, cool.
Yeah, total of 18.
Okay, so okay, good. Then it took my temp. Nah. Okay, cool. Yeah. I take that spear and blood coming out of my mouth. Good, you hit.
He's going to after the second stab, as that psychic spear emanates out from within your body, as he pulls it back, he utters, "The final dance. Let's make this interesting." And he's going to use channel negative energy.
Ooh,
There's a bit of a range on that.
that's a little bit of a range.
Targets cannot regain hit points until the end of their next turn.
That's cool.
I'm assuming that also includes temporary hit points.
I believe so. I think it's hit points in general, be it permanent or temporary.
Yeah, temporary hit points are a type of hit points. So, yeah.
So that'll bring us to... Well, given that it's literally everybody in this entire area, I'm just going to remove that template because it's annoying me.
That's
everybody.
totally fair. We know it's gonna happen.
And it's going to be the Dragloth's turn.
So, 2d10 radiant damage.
Yep, 2d10 radiant damage.
Ooh, okay, all right.
Oh, it's cock
it's
die,
a tease.
reroll.
It's a big, yeah, it's a big tease. Yeah.
As this guy just keeps getting bombarded with this radiant energy. Can't really move anywhere outward either. So, he's going to make some attacks. Let's see. Oh, this will be fun. Okay, he's going to make his first attack against Ono. Seeing Drogneel come out from the orb itself inspires him.
Oh, well.
That'll be a 27 to hit.
Ooh, that misses. Nice try.
Yeah.
You forgot about plot armor.
For 17
I am
damage.
down.
His
Go.
second attack. Ooh. He's gonna do it against Miras.
This is why I wanted to frighten him.
26.
Oh.
And
I'd like to use plot armor.
counterspell.
Yeah.
Wait,
Ooh, for
I have a wish.
Deus Ex Machina.
for a modest 8 damage.
Can I just talk no jutsu this out real quick?
And he's gonna make his last attack, I think, also against Miras with a bite to chomp down.
Wow. If you'll allow it, I'm absolutely gonna say, "What are you afraid of me?"
He's scared.
Make a Sounds
Persuasion.
weird. Make a persuasion check.
Sweet.
Straight roll.
I will
No
gladly
advantage,
take
but-
that hit.
Yeah, hit your shadow, buddy.
I mean,
Okay. Well, as he's about to go in for a bite on Mirror's bracing himself. You see its head turn as Big Toon's like, "What, are you afraid of me?" And he's gonna turn and attack Big Toon instead.
Sweet. Well,
16 damage.
yeah, whatever. Hey, so just real quick, I just noticed something because I was attempting to wait. I didn't take any damage.
I'm wondering.
Did you have temp AP HP?
I would have lost 8 total. Or I mean 8 after my 10.
So
Okay.
Just gonna do
I guess
fix it.
yeah, just subtract the 8 from each of your categories. Then I'm wondering if I'm gonna have to update Foundry again. It's fine. I'll do it sometime this week.
Okay. But anyways, as a point
Yeah.
of clarification, in the interest of fairness, I will not I will entirely leave it up to you. But when I did hit him with my riposte earlier, I had noticed that technically I was supposed to add the superiority die to the damage roll.
Oh,
Ooh.
But if you don't want to take that because it's obviously been quite a while, that's fine. I just
yeah. Go ahead, roll the D8. I don't care.
sweet.
roll an 8.
Make it
Roll
fair.
an
It's
8.
an ability that you had. That's just like we forgot to do Ebrin's his proficiency in his bow for a while, and we fixed that
Oh,
today.
yeah.
So, all right, so an additional 2.
There's so many things to keep track of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got a lot of stuff going on this table. There's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah. All right. So you did extra damage on a previous attack. That bite. Okay. So did you take the damage from the bite?
I did.
Okay, perfect. And that'll be all he can do this turn. I mean, don't get me wrong, he did a lot, so I guess me saying that's not really saying much. But that'll bring us back to Ebrin. Hurt and afraid.
Yeah, one hit. I'm
No,
slinging
one
bolts,
shot, one
baby.
opportunity.
Oh, one shot.
Jonathan, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry.
Okay. It is your turn, sir.
How are the orb, the big bad guy, and the monster looking?
What was that?
How are the orb and the monster and the Giorno looking?
The Giorno himself looks just fine. The orb, it seems to be reverberating because of the moonbeam. It's hard to say what that means, but you feel it has to be something good for you guys. And the big guy, the Draglith, is very worse for wear.
All right. Let me pull out my little. All right. First, let's do a measurement. Okay. Are we attacking the orb or the big monster?
Orb. Hit the orb. Hit the orb.
That's
It sounds weird, but if I launch an attack at the orb, is there any advantage with that? With Mirrors, a dead Ono, or
Big
unconscious
Jim.
not
Ono?
me actually. I'm
Yeah.
technically right next
Technically,
to it.
he's next to it, so I would say you would have advantage on your attack against the orb.
I'm not
Also,
dead, I'm
being a
unconscious.
giant orb that's
Yeah, I
20
mean,
feet wide.
don't get me
I
wrong. It
just-
has a very low
just-
AC, but still.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I'm not dead, I'm unconscious.
crit fishing.
All right, I'm gonna attack. I'm gonna try a sharpshooter since I have advantage.
I mean, let's see.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Roll that beautiful beam
All right.
footage.
damage.
Sneak attack. From
Yeah,
advantage.
that I didn't want to ask, so I was
Yeah,
gonna
no,
see if
this
somebody
we,
else
we
would.
already established you have advantage, so
Yeah.
Yep. 3d6.
let's go.
Okay. As you fire off your psychic arrow into the orb, you can tell that with each hit that it takes, that it's been growing more and more unstable. You watch as Drogneel doesn't even have to make a save this time. He's so close. He gets dragged back into the orb itself. And
Does anything happen?
this orb itself
Sorry.
is its overall form is becoming less and less orb shaped and more like a very ripply pool of water,
Ooh, yeah.
sort of pulsating outward. You can tell that this orb is very much. You feel more confident now that it's probably also on its last legs.
So out of
So we're
curiosity,
gonna-
Yes.
when he gets pulled back
Go
into
ahead,
the
Ben.
orb, does he go through my moonbeam? Like, does he enter the moonbeam?
Ooh. Ooh.
Technically, yes, actually.
Ooh.
So 2d10 radiant
Yeah,
damage.
2d10 radiant damage.
Roll 20. That's almost
11.
That's halfway there.
Every bit counts.
Every bit counts, baby.
Okay, yeah. As he takes that additional damage. The orb is still there, but it is very unstable. Ibrin, what would you like to continue to do?
So my bonus action, I still have advantage then, correct?
You still would, yeah. No sneak attack this
We'll
time,
just-
but still,
Right. We're gonna run it back.
Let's run it back.
that will hit.
Versatile damage, normal. 16.
did
I forgot
your-
to add D10. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, so it'd be a 16 for total damage.
Yeah.
And that was on the orb.
46 damage in a round. Yes.
Okay, you watch as the size of the orb itself is now shrinking in size. It is now, instead of a 20-foot radius, it is now a 10-foot radius.
Let's go.
As
You
the
mean diameter?
Jagleth is fully outside the orb, technically, at this point. I'm going to draw it on there so it's there.
I'll move up the right about there. And then I'll end my turn.
You will be close enough so that you'll get my, or be within my Twilight Sphere.
That's my
But he
intention.
can't.
Ooh,
Oh,
wait,
yeah, that's
no.
right.
Because the big bad guy absorbed back into the orb. Does that
Oh.
end his spell for that round? And
Right,
do I
'cause we're
get
at the end of
10
the
HP
round.
then?
Right?
Wait, what now?
Alright.
So the big bad got absorbed back into the orb. He had that no HP spell for one round. But since he's not on the field and he got sucked away, does that still stay or no?
No. As he gets pulled in this time, once again, you would feel that the energy of revitalization that you would be able to take from Athros.
Okay, so he does get that.
Sweet.
Correct. So Athros, you could apply the temp HP.
Let's go.
So 8
I will
temporary.
take it.
Okay.
Alright.
Bottom of the round, Athros, do your moonbeam for me one more time.
Okay.
As this orb's like it's shrinking in size to try and maintain its shape, almost living.
Finish
But
it.
it's very much worse for wear.
That is near a crit.
Yeah, you watch as the orb itself, with a loud, audible pop, dissipates from the battlefield, leaving just you, the dead cultists, and the Dragloth. But you hear those of you who are within 5 feet, so it'd be Miris and Bictune, an audible shattering sound as the crystal within the Dragloth kind of falls off of its body in pieces. As it appears that the crystal and the orb also were tethered together, though a bit different than Drogneel. Drogneel does not reappear when the orb disappears. The Dragloth, now without a leash, so to say, seems to be getting ready to make a last stand.
Does it wince in pain when that crystal explodes or anything?
There is a brief wince of pain, but overall its health seems unaffected from the crystal falling. The crystal seems to have been put there outside of its own volition, not naturally embedded.
Oh,
Gotcha.
Ono's down. He's got to roll it. That's
On
Bro,
his
you're
turn,
not gonna
yeah.
say it out loud. Damn.
We'll start with
I
that
like-
next time we
no.
play, as we are at our
Beautiful.
time.
Beautiful.
That's why I said it, because I was like, come on, let me go.